Hello everyone, welcome. I am RxOliver and these are my friends, and tonight we're playing Cyborg. This is Lucky Flight Takedown. We are broadcasting live on Dave's RPGs on Twitch. If you're not already following, make sure you are. I'm here tonight with Dustin, Adrian, Brian and the Games Master for the evening, Dave. Take it away, sir.
Okay, so tonight we are playing, as Mr. RxOliver said, Lucky Flight Takedown. It's an introductory scenario written by Christian, and forgive me if I get this wrong, Salin, as part of the Cyborg book. So, you guys are the lowest of the low in regards to the fixer chain, the sort of getting things done. You're just starting out in your careers of picking up work for various factions or whoever needs something done. You have been contacted by someone to meet at what can only be described as a dive bar in the ports, which is a part of the city of Sai, which I will show you now for those that haven't seen it. Bear with me. I've done it again. Sai, where is it? City map, there we go. So you should all be able to see this.
Yes, now? I do.
So you're at the moment you're based in the ports, which is where a lot of because basically as a quick backstory, the city got hit by what they called I think it was called the event, which is the center or ground zero is the area called Go. They think it's a meteorite or something that hit, which brought down alien DNA, which then infected the nanobots that a lot of the corporations and the citizens used, and it's infected the city. So the city's been broken up into different factions. So you've got the ports, north central, south central, and all the different areas. So yeah, you've been contacted by someone in the ports, and they have asked to meet you at a dive bar, which we will go to right now.
How do you spell the name of the city, Sai? S-Y?
C-Y.
Oh, C-Y, as in Cyborg, yeah. I realised that as soon as I said it.
So can you all see that scene now?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Black. I hear it.
I knew I'd get this wrong.
I do hear it.
Music tonight is by the wonderful Carl Casey of White Bat Audio on YouTube, folks.
Now I see it.
Yes.
See it now?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. So, yeah, you are approached by... he's asked you to meet you here. He's not there yet. So you're in this bar, and it's a typical rundown shithole of a bar.
I mean, it's got live nudes and drugs. I wouldn't call that a shithole, mate. Looks like a pretty classy establishment. Yeah, looks like my kind of place.
So, if you want to, while you're waiting for the contact, do you want to run us through your characters? And if you've made a background for them, please go ahead and introduce yourselves. We'll start from my left, which is Brian.
Oh my god, why is it me first?
Aha.
Okay, so I'm playing hero protagonist, not my real name. I was working for a company. We'll just say a company. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. And I was one of their hired killers. Mainly worked out of maritime type situations, docks, ports, blew up my fair share of ships, destroyed my fair share of platforms, but I couldn't do it anymore, and I was discharged without severance. Unfortunately, I left before they could give me the word in person, because as most people know, if you're discharged from a corp, usually that's more permanent, and now they're after me. I'm pretty disheveled looking. I don't really take good care of myself. I appear to have issues with self-control if you watch me for long enough. I'm always smoking always smoking. Plus, if you take the second to sit down and talk to me, I will chat your ear off about slacklining, which is this new fun thing. It's kind of like ziplining, but the zipline is intentionally slack, so you hit the ground, you just don't know when. And it's basically about whether or not you can handle it, whether or not you're hard enough to deal with it.
I love that. I know what slacklining actually is because my brother's quite into it.
Oh, do you? Because I don't.
Yeah.
I just made that up.
So slacklining is you've got like a little rope hanging between two trees or poles, and it's the art of like using that as a trampoline and doing tricks.
I like mine better.
Yeah.
I do like yours better, but slacklining is actually a thing, and that's what it is.
Your character,
Okay,
Brian, we'll go with yours.
I like yours also.
Excellent.
I got a slack board, and it's actually really good for the core.
Well, as you decided to talk, then Adrian, we'll go with you next. Would you like to introduce your character?
Yes, I will introduce my character. I am Count Zero, and from what I'm seeing on my storyline is I am a cybernetic raging maniac who owes much debt to a violent corpse sack or sack corpse. And I like long walks in the junkyard, obsolete technology, and I don't know. It said cyber slasher. I thought I was gonna use a sword, but it looks like I use a bat. So I'm more like of a killer slasher, not slasher.
Clubber.
Okay.
This is gonna be all game, so enjoy it.
I love it.
Very good, mate. Very good. Mr. RxOliver.
I'm Nicky Fix. I fix shit. I fix shit to get a fix. I love drugs, all drugs, and I'll fix your shit to get a fix. If you've got the clicks, come see Nicky Fix. I fix people's tech. I fix tech. I've got a brain for tech, and I fix people's shit, and then I spend the money on drugs. I'm a filthy drug addict.
Oh God, I love it. And finally, Dustin.
Hey, everybody out there in TV land. It's Zach's bedroom here coming to you, and I'm ready to catch the wave if you are. I had me some people that were out there, but they couldn't handle my glitches, so they deuced it with the Roadrunner crew. And now I'm in this new big city looking for tchotchkes.
Fantastic. Love it. I love it. So yeah, you guys are sat in the bar, keeping a low profile. You're just having a few drinks, and excuse me. Everyone inside or in this world is connected to the net constantly. It's either an optical thing or something in your brain, but everyone is connected. Hence the pop-up ads and things like that. You were contacted to meet at this bar tonight. And as you sat drinking, you were approached by this gentleman who introduces himself.
Are a touch class. I know we said off stream, but I just wanted to put it on record, Dave, that the pop-up ads are a touch of class. You've made a beautiful table again.
Thank you. So 1 second. So, has that done that?
He looks like a right friendly guy, yeah.
Okay. He comes over and he introduces himself as Charlie Sand, and he's smoking a cigarette. He looks nervous and he says, "Are you the guys that I pinged?"
That's us, eh? You want something fixed?
Yep. So he sits down, and Charlie's he's what they call a salaryman. So he's always been at that cubicle office level. He's never been anything more than that, but he tells you all that the neighborhood that he lives in and it's been affected basically and manipulated into absolutely crippling debt to the Lucky Flight Casino. The community's been run down. It's almost like it's been gentrified, and he's been pleading with them. He's been trying to talk to the casino owners. They've led to nowhere. So hence why he reached out to you guys, some extra legal troubleshooters. And the job he basically lays out is he wants you to go in to the casino and he wants you to destroy any evidence of this debt. And possibly, if you want to, or if you could, shut down the casino permanently because it's having such a negative effect on his neighbourhood. He goes on to say that a bodega owner from the neighbourhood, a guy called Batu, he tried to do this on his own, but he's not come back. And if you guys take this job and if you can find out what happened to him, I'd be happy to offer a little extra something into the reward for the job.
Sounds good. I'll take pay, not just cash. I'll take pay in other ways, you know. Make you fix.
Well, don't worry, you'll be well rewarded if you can do this with the community of all club together. But you'd also be given, if you could bring Batu back, there'd be a decommissioned patrol. Now, it's a vehicle, a patrol car, but these are kitted out like mobile bases, basically, so they're very valuable. And he goes on to say, but you need to keep a low profile on this. We don't need a massacre. It'll only add just unnecessary stress and it'll complicate things. Will you take the job?
What does it pay?
You'll be rewarded. At the moment, I can't put a figure on, but you rest assured you'll be rewarded. The community have come together, and you will be well looked after.
You need to give us a ballpark figure, mate. We can't work for hopes and prayers.
Well. It seems like you're a pillar of the community, a representative, politician, really.
I'm just someone they look up to. They look up to me as a leader. So I didn't ask for that role, but that's the role I've been given.
Let me teach you a trick to prevent that from happening in the future. Not it.
I don't understand. Can you speak a bit slower for me? And he's stressed. He's looking around the bar and
Ballpark figure, my friend.
Do you think somebody's going to come for you in here?
I don't know if they're watching because I've been trying to talk to this casino for so long. They might have their eyes on me. But ballpark figure, we're talking 10,000 credits minimum.
Okay, we can work.
Why don't you calm down? You're going to need to go to ground while we do this. Hopefully you got a safe
100%.
place to stay.
I have.
Now,
this meeting never took place.
Here's the unfortunate problem. I don't know if you looked into my background at all, but quiet isn't exactly something that I do. So if you want us to go in quiet, we're going to need a little bit up front.
What do you need up front?
Cash
You're talking money.
Some creds, my man. We're going to have to buy equipment.
Stealth gear, silencers, suppressors.
Operating cost.
I could probably raise 2,000 credits today.
Well, if you can make that happen, that'd be a good start to getting us prepared to do what we need to do the way you want it done.
So
you
you
right
will take
now,
the
I'm
job.
not prepared to do it the way you want it done.
We don't.
Well, the thing is, if I understand, you guys are professionals. If things go wrong, I understand what happens. I'm not naive, but it's the preferential way of doing things. But I understand.
So I don't know about my friends, but I'm prepared to shake on $2,000 now and 10K when it's all said and done.
Good, sounds good, hero.
What about the rest of you?
I'm just totaling up in my brain what I can buy with my share of 12 grand. How much junk I can put in my veins with that. Yes. I'm like, that's 400 grams. Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah,
400
you can
grand.
shake on that.
400 grams.
400 grams.
Oh, I gotcha.
So yeah, he'll shake on that. Yeah, I'll get the money transferred to you this evening. We need this doing in 2 days. So if we meet back here in 2 days' time, once you've completed the job, it needs to be done in the next 2 days. If
It'll be
if it's
done.
all
It will be
possible.
done.
Thank you. And he jumps up and he.
I give him my contact information so that he can ping
It's
me
got
the money.
yeah.
Account number,
He'll
sort
get
code.
that to you.
Yeah,
It
Oh, well,
will
I guess
come
he
through-
pinged us all anyway, so yeah.
It will come through as a dummy corporation, something. Payment
Yeah,
for
that's
services rendered. So, okay, and he sleeks out of the bar. So, Brian, I take it you're the de facto sort of leader.
Sounds like he's just volunteered himself as the leader, aye.
Yes, I did.
That's fair. So I'm going to add 2,000 credits to your balance. Don't forget though, you've got 70. You've also got a debt. Each of you has a debt.
As soon as I see that
Which may,
ping
which
notification
may or may
on his
not
watch,
be, which may or may not be called upon
question.
today
Right.
or tomorrow.
Question.
Or whatever. Oh,
For-
sorry.
For
Go on.
Brian, as soon as that £2,000 hits you on a notification, are you hiding the device that the notification's on, or do I see it?
Well, it's in my head.
Right, okay.
It could be in your head, or it could be like on an optic thing, or a visor, or something.
I'm just
but, yeah.
watching you, waiting to see if that money hits, to
He
see if I
said
can...
it's going to come tonight. I don't think I get it immediately. He said tonight. But what I am going to do while we're
I've
still here in the
transferred it
bar... No, I know you've already given it to me, but he was saying tonight, right?
Yeah.
So, are you saying that Hero has already received that cash?
Not until later on this evening.
Not quite yet. Okay. So,
Yeah.
now that he's gone, I'm gonna, sit down with everybody. I assume we're not just going our separate ways until later, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so we're gonna have about $2,000 to work with. I don't have much right now, to be honest, but there is at least one or two things that I'm looking into to source for this action. What are you guys thinking?
Anything that could make us more stealthy, less visible. I'm not as familiar with the tech in this game as you guys. Is there anything like invisibility cloaking or stealth cloaking? A stealth
Not
boy?
that we can afford for $2,000.
Not that we can afford,
Yeah,
right? Aye, okay.
I was honestly just looking for money up front so that I could get an
Drugs.
additional weapon, because I have a heavy laser, which is like a tank shredding weapon.
I mean,
But
you
I'm
got-
skilled with I'm skilled with auto fire weapons, so I was looking to pick up
an SMG or
like
something.
a pistol with auto fire capability, or an
Semi-automatic.
SMG or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Great way to get in the front door.
Getting into the front door, we might want to save some of that money for a bribe as well. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Depending upon how we want to go about it, right? So,
I'll tell you that.
Oh, go ahead, Dave.
I'm just going. You guys know you're from this area, so you know about the Lucky Flight Casino.
We know where it is. Okay.
You know where it is. You've never been in because it's not your thing, or
Sure.
for whatever reason. But you know that.
Money to gamble.
Yeah, I don't have
you
disposable
might
income
gamble if you go.
to gamble. No,
It's
no.
open.
I've got enough bad habits
It's-
without gambling.
It's open, but it's closed between 7 and 10 a.m. for cleanup and maintenance.
7 a.m., 10 a.m. Okay. And we
Yeah,
would know
other than
that.
it's and you would know that. That's
Okay.
all I'll tell you about the casino. So if
Okay,
you,
guys, so-
you might want to do some recon or,
Right.
or whatever. It's
So
entirely up to you.
before we start talking about what we're gonna do with this 2K, I think we should go take a look at the casino, either together or in groups or singly.
Together.
See what we can figure out. It's open right now. We can literally go in
Just
and
go in and
walk
walk around.
around.
One more thing that
Potentially,
I forgot
I don't
to-
know if there's.
that-
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot to tell you. Sorry, this is my fault. The two things that Charlie did give you, the information that he did leave with you, is A, the casino has its own private power source that is located in the basement, and the debt records are stored in an offline database. So it's not something that can be hacked externally.
Right. Of course not.
There we go.
So it's not an online database. It's a solid thing.
We need to connect to it directly.
All you know, it's offline.
Yep.
But it's not going to be like a cardboard file in a drawer. It's still going to be something digital that we
It
can.
might be. Offline could mean a cardboard file in a
It could,
drawer,
it
but,
could.
Could be any. Yeah.
I suppose.
but it's offline. So I suggest that we do a little recon, maybe try to get some information and or find ways in. I think we should go in that 7 to 10 a.m. period, though, when it's closed. I don't
Less
think
people.
we want to. less people, possibly more security.
Saying that,
but
when there's more
less
people, it's easier to just blend in,
people.
like hide in plain sight when there's more people,
Well,
isn't
that's
it?
true. We could do that too.
Yeah, you can kind of hide
But I
in
don't
plain
wanna do
sight
it
when it's
until-
busy, like
Yeah.
Do they use an outside company?
for laundry and uniforms and
Are you asking me?
security and.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up for like the party in general.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll leave you.
I think that would be something that we would. Yeah, I didn't want to be super confusing with doing the glitch the whole night. But
It depends. I mean, if we could figure that out, that could be helpful. That might be something we'd be able to leverage. Why don't you try to figure that out, Zax?
I've got 3 drones. Can I use them? I have the fly drones. Can I use them to like take pictures of the faces and then compare them with any kind of public database so we can get an idea of who's going in and out?
Certainly try.
I wonder if we could maybe even get dirt on one of the security and blackmail them. Something.
That everybody's kind of scuzzy in this world, so yeah.
Everybody's gonna have some sort of dirt.
What should I roll?
So, tell me, what are you trying to do?
I'm
You want to
Taking photos of people with the drones.
yeah, I'm trying to get like facial scans.
in the bar?
Coming and going, like people that look like they would be.
I think you're talking about going to the casino and doing this, though, right?
Yeah, I'm
Not
talking
here.
about doing this in the casino. Yeah, like heading to the casino and like using my fly cam. All right.
Are you all going to the casino now?
I'm happy to go to the casino. If there's a cover charge, I'm not paying it. I'm not going to go inside. I'll case it from the outside.
Hey, Matt, I don't want to go in the casino. They don't like my type in there.
I also don't want to be seen yet by cameras.
They'll just kick me out straight away. I'll cause suspicion going in there. I don't want to go in.
How about you and I case the outside
Okay.
for entrances
I'll go in.
and... Okay.
Yeah. We can check out security detail, what their shifts are like, what their patrols are like, how many, what their numbers are, how good their security
Here's
is.
the thing. Hero might not realize he's taken the leadership role, but he is going to tell everybody, we're not starting this yet. We all clear on that?
Crystal Pepsi.
This is information gathering only at this phase.
That money hit yet? That money come through yet?
Not yet. I will let you know.
You better.
So what I'm going to do for this game, I'm not going to do what I did with Alien. I'm going to just have the map visible to everyone so you can see.
Sure.
Just because it makes it easier with the lighting and stuff like that. We won't go too deep into it.
Yeah.
But you can still move tokens around and stuff, but I will stop you and ask you what you're doing. All right, so we're going to go over to the casino then, yes?
Yeah.
Fine by me, yeah.
We ain't starting the operation, but we've got some casing to do.
Okay, that's fine.
I could you use some walking around money to go in as cover.
I could use some.
We don't
walking
have
around
the
too.
money yet. This is still, we just came right from the bar. There's no money yet. We're not going to get the money until later.
But I'm
We
not
don't-
gonna.
don't-
I'm not
don't
gonna.
have,
I'm not
like,
gonna shut up about it
additional
until
funds.
it comes.
All right,
So
so
also, I assume we all exchange like some games call it an engram. I don't know if Cyborg does that, but are we exchanging like essentially like comm codes so we can all communicate with each other?
you've all got the communicator
Can we communicate silently through that?
things. Can you communicate silently?
Like
through
I
that?
can tell the thing in my head to send a text message to him. I can send a text
That's an
message with my
interesting
cyber implant, surely.
That's your call, Dave. That's your call.
It's interesting.
There's nothing in the equipment list about subvocal mics, though.
Yeah.
No.
Cyborg is really fast and loose. Like if
It is.
Yeah, the game master says that you can roll with it. You can roll with it, or if
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you can.
If we're connected to a network like the internet constantly, then we have the ability to send people messages constantly, and I'm sure that if we can send somebody a phone call, we can send them a text message.
Yeah. Just don't want to make it too easy for you. That's all.
Unless there's interference in the building, which is also.
You can always do that. You can always.
Well, that's what I'm thinking because you're in a casino. They're going to be a bit tetchy about what tech and who comes through the door, if you know what I mean. But then again, everyone is connected to the net.
They probably have like things, signal blockers to block certain
signal blockers,
signals,
firewalls
to stop people cheating in the casino.
Or honestly, monitors. Like, it would make more sense if
That
you
they
were
would
just
be
collecting
monitoring it.
pay data to sell.
Yeah, because they will want.
yeah,
that's how they'll
absolutely.
catch their cheaters. Eh?
Yeah.
They
They're
probably-
like, okay,
they probably
you might
just
have
record
won.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, you might have won some money, but like now Amazon knows your gambling habits. That's gonna go in an algorithm somewhere.
So while Dave's thinking
here we
about this,
go.
let me just tell everybody else. When we're talking about infiltration, here's some ideas. Optical camo suits. They're
Right.
used. They can be used 1d6 times. You stand stationary and you are invisible, but it only works 1d6 times.
How much does that cost?
That's 400 credits.
See, I want one of them.
I think
Electronic
you've already got one, haven't you,
lockpicks.
Brian?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Electronic lockpicks are 300 credits. Mechanical lockpicks are 25 credits. RFID keycard skimmers are 200 credits.
Bear in mind,
Silencers are 250. Go ahead.
just to let you know, the optic camo suit is an illegal item.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So if you get caught, and you'll have to find somewhere that you can buy, however many you
So-
want to buy.
So are electronic locks picks. Those
Yep.
are also illegal. Yep.
I mean, we're doing a
So is
casino
an
heist.
RFID
It's
keycard skimmer. Yeah, but the thing is like we have to, if we want to buy something that's illegal, we can't just go to a store. Like we're gonna have to potentially do some role playing / make some rolls to be able to buy something illegal.
Dave. Max
Yes.
says that he can't hear us on stream. He can hear you, but not the other guys.
Oh,
Thanks,
Oh,
Max.
that's weird.
do you know why? I forgot to add the Discord audio.
Oh, yeah, you
Sorry,
might wanna do
my
that.
bad. Try it now.
How's that now?
I am speaking. Can you hear me, Max? Go ahead and put it in chat. I'm not looking at chat, but if you
Oliver
can
to
hear me,
Max,
put it
do you
in
hear me?
Hey, it's
He
Hello?
texts me on Discord as well.
There we go. All right, that should be working now. My bad, Max. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. You're a legend.
So I will be up front and say the only thing I wanted to pick up with the out of the $2,000.
Just before you go on, Brian, I'm going to address
Yep, go
the
ahead.
communication thing.
Go ahead.
I will allow it, but each time you want to send a communication, I'm going to request a D6 roll.
Okay.
I'm not going to
okay.
tell you what happens.
And
with
you're
the
not
result
going to tell us what happens to the result. I like that, Dave. I
Until
like
it-
your
until
style.
it
Absolutely
happens.
fair.
I like your style, Dave.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, Dave, with the optical camo suits, rather than roll a d6 up front, do you want to do those where like we roll a d6 if we use it, and then on a certain die roll it goes out?
That's how I interpret
Like the
that.
first time you use it, if you roll a 1, it's done. The second time you
Yeah.
use it, if you roll a 1 or a 2, it's done, and so on
Yeah.
until.
That's it.
Okay.
So
Kinda
each
like-
time
That
you
makes
use
sense.
it,
Kinda like Gear
it's
on Alien.
apps. I think you've got apps, Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
Each time you use that app, the fumble amount goes up. So obviously, if you roll a
So it
1,
could fumble,
something
yeah.
bad
Let's talk
happens.
about those apps, because that's a thing. Apps and Nano.
Yep.
I've got a cyber deck, and I've got a Wian hammer and a terror. What are these things?
It should tell you in your description if you click on them.
Well,
It'll tell you what it does.
So right click on the
Yeah,
item,
got it.
then
So-
click on the description tab.
nearby
We
devices are
have-
triggered to perform their function, i.e. open,
Yeah.
close, unlock doors, trigger sprinklers, start a camera recording, adjust the AC, and I can trigger 5 devices as I choose over the next 5 rounds. So I can do that. Everybody remember I can do that because I'll forget. And terror is target RCD renders subliminal, personalized nightmare imagery that distorts reality. Test presence DR14 and R4D4 rounds. So basically I can fuck somebody's head up as well.
You're the scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm the
And
scarecrow.
your cyber deck, because you're the burned hacker, your cyber deck is basically a hacking. Other people can hack, but their difficulty rating is higher. Using a cyber deck,
I've got the gear.
DC
Yeah.
Yep.
down.
Got the
Yeah,
gear.
yeah. Or the
Yeah,
DR.
and you
So
You can gather information. Like I posted the hacking without apps in the chat.
yeah, that's gonna be, you know, GM decision. But yeah, the idea is if you've got a cyber deck, well, all of us could attempt to do some hacking for like information and things like that. Absolutely. Okay. I think so. I said I was going to stay outside. This is what we're looking at. First floor, anyway. Is that what
Well,
you guys
use
call
the
it?
bend.
First floor,
Okay.
or is that ground floor?
Oliver.
Do we call it the ground floor? You call it the first floor. I think.
Is
Oliver,
Oliver
just
not the
before we
burned
go
hacker?
on, Oliver, I thought
No.
you were the burned hacker.
No, I am the gearhead.
Yeah, you switched us up.
Zax
You
is the
made
burn
me the
hammer.
gearhead.
Have I got his
And
gear?
I've-
Is that his
Yeah,
gear that
I've
I'm looking
It's
at?
all right. I'll just change the names and the permissions.
Aye. So I don't.
Sorry.
So I don't have any of that gear that I was just looking at. Dustin has that
No.
gear.
No, I'm the
God's
scarecrow.
sake.
You're the
All right.
scarecrow.
But I'll tell you this. I got an idea. Let me run it by you. Since you're the one with the drones, you can buy another one for 35, and you can load it up with drugs. There's a drug called Sunset Chalk that makes whoever's got it unable to commit acts of violence for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
So,
Is probably illegal.
You need to get me permissions for the other sheet now, Dave.
I'll go Italy. Don't worry. Sorry,
Good man,
that's
good
my
man.
bad.
No, you're alright.
so what I was
That whole sheet I
what
was
I
looking
was-
at is Dustin's, right?
yeah,
So forget everything I just saw. Okay.
it's all good.
Well,
Like, we would
you
be
can
wor-
tell each other that you know each other, so
Yeah.
you can.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that we bonded over Coke, but we are definitely into different types of Coke.
Right.
But here's my deal. My idea is if you buy a couple of drones and load them up with Sunset Chalk, you could just make people passive when you hit them.
So drones are not cheap. A surveillance
but-
drone is 250, and it's illegal.
I'm talking about the stingers, though. If you get some stingers, they're like 35 credits each.
Where's that?
Let's go back to, if you're in the book, it's on page 99, Stinger Drone. Oh,
Oh
no.
no, you're.
I'm looking at the
an-
extracted content. My bad.
Yeah, that's an enemy. Those aren't things you buy. Yeah. Good thought though. But there is. I mean, I don't know how deep we want to get into the gear because the gear is actually deeper than you would think for a board game. Borg game, rather. Like there's different kinds of ammunition and stuff. Essentially, we're each going to get about 500 credits, is what it boils down to. Because I'm just gonna split it 4 ways once I get it. And I know that if he lets me, I'm gonna buy a pair of small SMGs because they have auto fire, and I have an ability that works with that.
And we'll
then I'm
say that
probably-
money has just landed, so I'll add 500. Well, yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll add 500 to each one.
So so I've got the drones then.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
Brian's, you've just done yours. Brilliant.
Yep.
Apparently, my guy's got 360 view at all times.
Nice.
Yeah, you've got the eyes, haven't you?
Yeah.
I've got a
You know what
monosword.
I'm gonna do?
I like the idea of the camo suit. Straight away, I like that.
Hey,
I don't.
Hero, do
Yeah.
you have a nano sword? Or a monosword?
I do.
Okay, that makes sense.
I have more weapons than you would think that someone should have. Which also makes sense.
It's just what it starts with when you
Yeah, I
choose
know.
that class. It's just a random thing.
Yeah.
I've got a pulse rifle.
And I'm about to buy another one. We're not going shopping right now. We're casing the place, right? Like, this is not action time. This is check things out.
It's $2,000
But,
between 4 of us, so we're getting about 500 each. I'm buying a camel suit and some drugs.
Again, drugs are illegal. You're gonna have to do some.
Do I look like I
groundwork to try
care
and
about
find
drugs
some.
are illegal,
No,
Brian?
I'm saying you're gonna have to do some foot. What's the word?
Weed is illegal in the
Leg
UK.
work? I don't know. Whatever. Leg work. Thank you. That's the term I was looking for.
Can I go?
I wasn't thinking about drugs for
roll-
the job. I was just thinking about a little bit of a buzz for me, like me done.
So I'm
Alright.
putting some screen grabs in the
I see
our
that.
chat.
I see that.
Okay.
If I click on it, it'll cover all the cameras. It'll go up over all the cameras, so I can't click on it.
Don't you have multiple screens? Come on, Oliver.
I do, but this whole screen is Discord, and that's in
I
that
gotcha.
that's in Discord. So if I click on that, it takes up the center of the Discord screen, and that would cover all the cameras.
I gotcha.
But I have a phone.
Oh, okay.
I should be able to look on it through that.
All right. Let me start doing some math.
Right, what do you want to do, Dustin? You did ask what
Yes.
what can I roll something? What do you want to do?
All right. So since I'm the hacker, can I roll knowledge to
Just
do
reading the
research
docs now.
online that's pertinent for, say, the layout, the owners, like the official registry of it, like the business license?
Yeah, you can. So are you using your cyber deck for this?
I am.
So it'll be DR10, I think.
Ryan's posting equipment and guns and stuff in the Discord chat, and I'm just looking at the drugs page. I want all of these. Just for
So should I
fun.
roll
So, yeah.
knowledge?
Not even for
Give
mission
us a knowledge
purposes,
roll,
just
yeah.
because they look fun. What's the prices next to them? Is that the price next to them on the right?
Yeah, that's per dose.
dose.
Anything with a number and then like a little circle with a starburst. That circle starburst means credits. That's the cost.
Right. Okay.
Did it roll?
It is.
Does that say
yeah, I see a
350
roll.
next to dirt? Does it? Damn.
That's 3.
Do I have any glitches? I have
should
one
have.
glitch. Yeah, I'd like to use it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The glitch is our meta currency, right? Luck points.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could use it to
Yeah.
re-roll or increase
Oh, yeah.
damage to max damage and stuff. All right, yeah. So tell me what it is you're after, and I'll tell you the level of depth that it goes to. So do you want the layout of the casino, or do you want the people involved, or do you want all that because you've rolled well over?
I'd like all of that if I can, please.
So, yeah, of course. So yeah, you
Primarily,
Sit
though, I'm
down.
looking for like doorways and entrances and like.
okay? Yeah. Take down.
You say this guy's music is okay to use on streams? What's
Yeah,
his name?
100%
Carl
royalty
Casey
free.
with a K.
Carl Casey, if you're watching, you're a legend. I love you and have done for many years. I love you, Carl. Yeah, not just like royalty free, but you are allowed to make money on videos using his music, and he doesn't want a share. He's a legend.
You just have to credit him in the
Credit
videos.
him in the
and
videos,
stuff like
aye. I use them all the time.
Oh, I've showed that to all players, but
I'll
this
have
is
to
for
look at
Dustin
stuff.
mainly. So yeah, you pull up. This is the blueprint for the ground, the casino floor, let's call it. So number one is the entrance. You've got the stage and slots. You've got the staff room, WC, and the Hologames corner.
Do we have any like?
It's actually pretty close. Did you make that, or is that
Yeah.
something you found
That's-
online somebody made?
That's the one I'm using for the main map is one that someone did on Patreon. I can't remember the person's name now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will credit it in the description of the video.
Oh, sure. I was just
That's
wondering.
a great source of map resources. Patreon for our hobby.
superb.
Yeah.
I'd dirt cheap as well.
Shout
Some
out
of them
to
give
all
them away.
Shout out to the
Yeah,
Patreon
for
map
free.
creators. We love you as well. You guys are legends.
Absolutely.
So this is the second floor. This is the VIP section. You can see it's got a vault, a tech room. So that you find that's where all the servers are kept and things like that. The VIP area and the balcony, office space for general office work, and Vasca's office. So that's the name that you pull up. Vasca is the general manager of the casino. She oversees the day-to-day running, all that sort of stuff.
I have a question.
Of course. You can't see this, by the way, Brian.
Oh.
I would share it with
I'm
him.
asking
I was
about
going to
it.
say, only Dustin can see it, but yeah, that's fine. Go on, sorry, Brian, what were you going to say?
So in the office space and then on the ground floor in the staff, is that up-down arrow that's an elevator?
Stairs. Oh, sorry, yes. I'll get that. Yeah, I know which bit you mean now.
Yes,
The down arrow.
because the wee lines are stairs,
And
right?
then there's stairs outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the final one that comes up on the blueprints is the basement. So you pull. It's got the security office where CSEC operate out of, or SecOps, I think they're called in Cyborg. Maintenance room and the power core, which is what Charlie told you about, the basement. It's also got the green room, so this is where the acts would go that appear on stage in the casino main floor. And there's two up arrows, as you can see there.
Mhm.
The one in 14 is the act, so that lifts up and becomes the stage, so they come up out of the
Yeah,
stage,
So
basically.
yeah.
And the security room elevator is one that goes up to the staff room on the casino floor.
Does that then go up
Now,
onto the next floor into the office space one?
No, only goes up to the casino floor.
Ah, it looks like
I
it.
see.
It looks like that's on top of that.
Sorry, it does. Yes, it does. Sorry, my mistake. Yes.
But you probably, I mean, this is Cyberpunk. You probably have to have access those floors. Would be my guess, like some kind of swipe card or something.
Yeah. It's only open to staff.
Or you could just be on the stage when whatever goes up comes back down.
Well,
No, we're talking
If
about
you
the
look-
other elevator down in the security office. That
On the
goes
basement,
up
if
through
you
the staff to the.
To the office
If you
space.
see that long corridor,
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
actually
looking at.
leads. It's a door for where the acts come in without being seen. So that's
Stage.
accessed from the river.
Stage access.
So
From the river,
You-
okay. That's
from the
what I
river, so
was
it's-
wondering about.
boat
From
access.
the river.
Yep.
So
long
the acts
corridor to the
come up
main
on a
room.
boat, get off a boat and walk through a tunnel, get dressed underground, and then pop up through a stage. Okay, that was quite interesting.
Right, without having to come through the streets. Yeah,
Without being in the
absolutely.
streets ever. Yeah.
We
that-
I'm
just
sure they
hired
get-
on as roadies.
I'm sure they get deliveries from that area as well.
No doubt.
Hired on as roadies. I don't know about you, but I doubt they're going to hire me, and I don't want to put my name or my visage out there to get hired anywhere because corps are trying to kill me. So that's a no-go for me, Ghost Rider.
And I've got 3 teeth, one in my mouth and 2 in my pocket. They're not going to hire me.
I mean, it saves on catering if they just have to give you applesauce.
Wow.
I'm going to. I'll put these images in the
Picks at
journal
a
section.
scab on his face when you say that.
Nice.
So, if we haven't gone in yet, right? So, assuming we've gotten this stuff from him before even going in, like that kind of covers what I was going to look for, so I don't even need to make a roll. Looking at this map, this area and this area, that's all river. This is on like a bend in the river, I guess.
Yeah, because you're in the ports, and this is where all the shipping containers.
Oh,
come
so
into
this
the
is on
city and
like
stuff
one
that. So
one dock or one pier, essentially.
yeah,
this is on the end of the
it's like
pier.
a.
So we're on
yeah,
the river.
exactly, yeah.
Right, aye, okay. We're on a
Yeah.
pier.
The casino's on the river. Yeah.
Okay.
So without drawing too much attention to myself, I don't know if there are external cameras, but I will try to keep an eye out for those. I want to go all the way up here. I assume I can move myself and kind of go through the parking lot, not like looking at any of the cars or anything. And I want to take a look and see what that entry looks like.
Bear with me a sec. I'm just trying to get.
Oh, and of course I got Nikki Fix just following me around like a puppy.
Did that money come through yet? Did that money come through yet? Did that money come through
I
yet?
passed it to you.
You have got.
Sweet. I go away around the back of this car and do something by myself for a minute.
Nice. All right, I'm just going to add these maps
Like,
to
yeah,
the journal.
I'll meet you on the corner behind the casino. Yeah, 100. Yeah, nice one. Sorted. See you soon, brother. Thank you.
Oh, no.
5 minutes later, I go meet a dodgy looking guy.
Is he dodgier looking than you?
No. And then I come back and my eyes are rolled all the way back into my skull.
Well, to be fair, we didn't say we were it was go time, so I guess I can't be mad at you.
I work best when I'm high, mate. This gets the creative juices flowing.
So, would it be now best time to go scout ahead, scope it out, check things?
Go do we need to do? I'm going to meet a guy. I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys.
So before you guys go in, can I give you a suggestion? Now that we have money,
Yes.
well, we need to find. It's illegal, so we would need to find someplace. So there is an item called face block, that basically for X amount of time, I think it's kind of up to the GM. It blocks facial recognition and behavioral harvesting. I'm definitely going to get one before we go in to do the thing.
How much does that cost?
If you go in without one now, you'll definitely want one
next time
before we go in.
How much does that cost?
It's only 35,
I'm
right?
gonna buy
So
one
like
of them,
out of the
yeah.
500 that we got, but we got to find somebody to buy it from. Base price is 35. Depending upon how we find somebody to get it from, that could change.
Right, okay. I'm only going to spend
Son of a
50 on
bitch.
drugs right now then. And I'll keep 450.
Stop.
What drugs are you buying?
I don't know. Absolute dirt off the street, mate.
Dirt is
Well-
actually a drug you can buy.
Yeah, no, I can't afford
You've
that.
got
I
a
looked
lot.
at that one.
You've got many choices. You've got Sunset Chalk, Rattle, Sea Vortex, Blackout, but again, you need to.
Oh, I
find
mean,
someone- Yeah, I mean,
it's early in the day.
you've
I'm
got
not
your
wanting
game-
I'm not wanting any blackout, mate. Just a wee gentle dunt, like a working dunt.
you're a gearhead, so you probably do know somebody.
I spend 50 quid on like a little party mix, like a little kind of mix though. So we speedball. I don't want. You don't actually have to find a drug that's got mechanics. I just want to do that for roleplay purposes.
Oh, I've got them. Which one do you want? That's what I'm after.
Right. Let me have a look. Blackout's only $49. Is that right?
Blackout is.
So the first number, just so we're clear, the first cost is if you want to buy the drug that and have it do what it says. After the slash, the lower number is for a recreational dose, which will have no mechanical effect.
I'll
So it'll
take.
cost you 40 to get the toughness.
No,
and
no,
10
no.
is just for.
I want five.
Recreation.
I want 5 recreational doses.
So you want to spend 50, but it's not going to give you the effects.
Aye, because I'm just doing it for roleplay for flavour, mate.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
fun.
got you. That's fine. That's fine. Just take 50 off you. What's it? We'll say. So
Yep.
you've nipped off to meet your dealer.
That's 5 doses of
right
blackout. But that's just flavour doses. It doesn't do anything mechanically.
Yeah.
Well,
Hero,
honestly,
what was you doing? Sorry, Dustin.
oh, you're good. No, I can wait.
Brian, you walked off up to the top. What was you doing again? Sorry.
I'm taking a look at the pier entrance to see what it looks like. Are there cameras? Is there a grate? Like, does it look like we'd be able to access that essentially?
So you'd have to get into the river to see. I mean, there's boats and there's like garbage boats and things like that are up and down. So where
I'll climb down and get
where
into
this
the river
wall
if I
is.
need to
Yeah,
see.
it's where the wall is. The entrance is sort of tucked under the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So as leaning over, you can't quite see the entrance, but it is there. There's no
Yeah, it's inside. So the wall's
active
there and the door's
security
inside it.
cameras on the outside that you can see. Or certainly not at this level anyway. Apart from the main entrance.
Yeah,
I'll try
to like kind of hang down and see what I can see. Do you want me to make a strength test or?
I'm gonna ask for.
I haven't even looked at my stats.
Yeah, because you're dropping down or you're hanging down. Gives a strength test. DR12 standard.
Don't fall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, DR.
Don't fall in.
no.
12
Adbot got me.
is
Don't fall in the
12
water.
is the default. Did it get you?
Oh, are there actual pop-up
there you
ads
go.
on the actual middle of the table for you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll pop up
Ad
every
blocker
now and
blocks
again.
those. So real life ad blocker blocks those because I'm not
Yes.
I'm not getting those.
No, when you try
it's
to roll,
random.
when you try to roll, it will.
Oh, will it? Right. Okay. Is it? It's when you're trying to roll that you get the pop-ups, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I thought you were just getting them
Brian,
popping up
so
all the time.
You sort of clamber down the wall a little bit, and you manage to hook yourself so you're not dropping into the river, and you land outside the door, this entrance, and wrong one. Basement.
I'm just trying to take a
So-
look, and then I'm gonna climb back up. Like I just
Yeah,
wanna see
of
if
course,
it,
yeah. So
yeah.
the door to this tunnel, it's got a biometric lock on it,
Okay.
which
Just thumbprint or
try hacking it,
an
but,
eye scanner or something, isn't it? Biometric.
yeah. So it's usually because it's for acts that are appearing at the casino. It's usually like the access would be given to the act manager, so the manager can then get access to the casino basement, basically,
Sure.
or security or something like that. But
Okay.
but yeah, it's
is
nothing
helpful.
you've not seen before. I'm not going to ask you to roll to climb back up because you pretty much take the same route that you took to get down. So. Right, Adrian, what are you doing?
I'm
Or
gonna.
Zero, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna walk on in.
Stop. So you're going into the casino, yes? No, you can go to there. So the casino's open, and at the entrance there's two bouncers, just making sure that no one's causing any trouble. And they stop you at the door, say, "Good evening, sir. Do you have any weapons with you today?"
On me at the moment? No.
Would you mind if I pat you down?
You go right ahead.
And they do pat you down, and they find your ancient revolver. I thought you said you had no weapons.
Is there anywhere I can, deposit them, set them aside?
That's exactly what I was going to suggest. So yeah, they hold the hand out. I'm not going to take it off your character, but assume that as you go in, you haven't got the weapon on you. And they put it in like a little, I would say like a little locker next to the door. And the other one opens the door, says, "Have a good day, sir."
No, thank
And
you
can go
too.
to the casino. All right, while you're in there, Dustin, what are we doing?
So I wanted to buy some things before we did all of this, and I
Well,
just put.
I I think Adrian's only having a look round, but
Yeah,
okay.
we are buying things before we do the actual job. Dustin.
I was
We
gonna
didn't
say,
get the money
you-
until we
you're
got
not-
here. Anyway, so,
you're not
you know.
you're not unpermitted to go. You could go in as customers. You could go in for a drink. You can
Yeah.
go in for a look round. You
I'm
can go
not,
for a game
but
of
you
pool.
can.
You're not. So, if you want to buy something, if you got your list,
Yeah, I'll work on that in a bit, but I'm going to just sort of like strut up there, and I'm going to be all like glitchy and shaky. And I'll be like, "What's happening there, big guy? How about you let a high roller in through those doors?"
I'm going to ask you the same question as the last customer, sir. Do you have any weapons?
Well, other than my huge sword, not really.
Well, we're only interested in firearms, so you may keep that on you. So, and one opens the door.
He just kind of like,
Enjoy your
"Oh."
evening. Enjoy your
It's
evening,
sort of
sir.
He kind of like hangs his head, like, oh, like he's disappointed, but then he slowly starts strutting in.
In you go.
Just to let you in with a sword.
You can move your character around. Well, there's plenty of SecOps in there, so I'm going to assume that you and Adrian having a look round. You tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna be eyeing up the clientele. You know, are there any
So-
like ladies in the area?
So you walk straight in there. It's you look around and it's tacky. It's space themed. The floor's all sticky and it's like carpet that's got big rip holes in it because it's been trodden into for so long and it's not been replaced. It's not the classiest casino going. And there's where you are now, which is the slots area. There's people banging cred chips into the fruit machines and the slot machines and things like that. And in the centre of the room, there's a big stage which is actually fenced off, and you can see the act that's on the stage at the moment. Do you want to? Someone want to roll me a d6?
I'll roll a d6.
I think that this
5 to
map,
6
Dave,
or-
was created by the same person whose map I used for a shop in Fallout. Their style is, I'm sure I've used this person before.
I'll let you know after because I've got them saved as a favourite.
I've got a few of them. I'll have a look. I'm pretty sure it's the same person I've used for Fallout stuff. Great maps, like.
Excellent. So that was a 6. So on stage, there's a big neon sign above the act, and they are called Sirius Last Light, and they are an Atmo Orbital Wave DJ group band. So as they're playing, anything benefited from a concentration roll gets a minus on your difficulty because it's just this pounding synthwave music. So yeah, you can see the people on the machines. You see the stairway on your right, which there's a sign that says VIP area with an arrow pointed up, and at the bottom of the stairs there's not a normal bouncer. He's got he's a bit more well dressed, looks a bit more burly, and he's got shades on, and he's the velvet rope guy sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the office door is just tucked away behind these slot machine area. You can just about see that.
Okay. Do I see anybody that looks like Vasca walking in or out?
Give me a presence check on that.
That would be Vasca's office there, right? Or no, 'cause
Yeah.
this is the middle floor, so that would be the Holo Games. Vasca's
The
office
ground
is
floor, yeah.
Vasca's office is directly above that.
According to the maps
According
that
to the
you,
maps,
that you
aye.
downloaded. Oh, yeah.
Nat 20!
Boom.
Okay. So you're scanning around. You see loads of people coming and going in and out of the bathroom. There's noise coming from the cards area, which is on the other side of the room. There's a few people in and out of there. You don't see Vasca. And you downloaded that picture as part of your search. So you're looking around the floor. You can't see Vasca, but however, another person catches your eye, and it is this person. Where is she? I say she. People online say he. I prefer this person to be a she.
Your game, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's cyberpunk. I mean, everything kind of just sort of blends together. It's
a cyberpunk future. She can be a three-titted he, she if you want. She can be anything. Ooh.
Everyone can see it, but obviously this is just for dusting. You see this person walking through. You can't see the retractable arm blade, but you recall that when you download the names of people associated with the casino, that an association of Vasquez was someone called Watana.
Yeah.
And that person looks very much like that person, the Watana, and she approaches the stairs. The guard moves the rope, and she heads off up the stairs.
As she's like walking by, I'm gonna give her like the doomy eyes and just like gently like lick my beer.
As she stops on the stairs as you do this, and she's got the mask on, and she gives you this tilt of the head.
I raise an eyebrow and I start rhythmically dancing to the music.
And she points at you. And she carries on upstairs.
I don't like that.
Not one bit. Also, I'm grooving to the music though.
All right, Oliver, what's Nicky Fix up to?
Drugs. Nick Fix is getting a fix.
Is he still off getting his fix? Is he?
Aye. So I've just bought recreational doses. I don't want any mechanical effects, and because we're still in the setup stage, I'm like, well, obviously I'm going to need some drugs. I need something to take the edge off the nerves. So I'm going to microdose some blackout throughout the job. Microdosing, work doses. That's what microdose is for people with jobs. That's what microdose is, by the way. Get education on the RxOliver channel. Microdosing is drugs for people with jobs. That's what microdosing is. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That's what microdosing means. It's drugs for people with jobs. So I'm just doing that. I'm getting high. But also I guess I'm kind of walking around the streets, casing the place casually, looking at the kind of not just the clientele going in and out, but also what the pedestrians of this street are like, the class of people they are, how many kind of criminal types I see, just the kind of gist of the people around this area.
Oh yeah, I won't. You're not going to have to roll for that because you're out in the open, and you just what a lot of folks call people watching. Mm-hmm. You're sort of not watching, but yeah. And the class of people is what you'd expect. It's a rundown area, so it's the poorest people, and that's why the casino was put here to give people that dream of could they hit it big one day. But as we all know, only the house always wins. Yeah, it's people coming and going. You see the bouncers throwing a few people out that are getting a bit disruptive inside. Yeah, that's what's going on outside. It's
not a high class establishment. They don't like turn people away for like being like, it's not like tuxedos, and they are letting lower class people in. I would get in.
They've got the VIP area, so there are a few like well-dressed people coming and going, but they tend to go straight upstairs and not stick around. But again, it's a rundown part of town, and it was built here for that purpose, and that's why it's preying on the community of the ports.
Yeah. Is there security cams outside?
At the front, you can see two that are trained on sort of the main door in this sort of holding area.
I'll do a couple of laps of the building. So do I see any others?
Well, are you going round the back?
Oh yeah, I'll do a lap. I'll do a couple of laps.
So I'll drag you over here then.
If he's going around the back, I'll go with him because I was waiting to see what everybody was doing. But yeah, I wanted to do a perimeter check as well.
Okay, so as you stop.
Stop.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's all right. You've put yourself on there. So yeah, you around this side of the building.
I see the thing now. Yeah.
So there's a catwalk.
Yep.
Which is sort of like a fire escape, And then where you are, Nikki, you can see the stairs that lead down, and they go right round the back. If you want to carry on going, you could. I've put the ghost on Brian, so you can go through walls just to.
And is that is that street level there? No, because we just came from street level, so that's down to now basement level.
Yeah, that's a bit lower than street level.
And what is that, like a car? It's not a car park.
Oh, in fact,
Don't
sorry,
get here by
Brian,
car, do you?
I dropped a bollock here. Sorry, that's my bad. So, when you drop down off this wall, the entrance was over to the side. So when you dropped in, you moved over to the side and sort of.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Came round the back. So, that's my bad. So yeah, this area is that you would be on. So this is actually the entrance to the basement.
Right, and what's in here? What's in here? Just junk, storage containers.
So yeah, you've got storage containers. It's where loading docks. So you've got a loading arm for picking up containers off the boats.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage is dumped behind there. There's you see the odd rats running around.
Oh, I see. So,
and is there
probably
any?
What I would have done is then come down here, climb down there, and then hop down here and checked it out, and then come back.
Is there any entrances to the basement level of the building here, like a cargo entrance?
It is down there. Yeah.
That's the one that Brian saw.
So that one up there.
So
but
this
is there any
another
others?
way we could go to it.
Is there any others though? Because that's the
Not that I saw.
that's the artist entrance. Is there also like a cargo entrance, like a goods entrance? No.
Well,
No,
I
that
think
is
the
like
artist
that
entrance
entrance
is
been
the
like
cargo entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been retrofitted as this is the way in for the acts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Casino.
Okay. Background then.
So you notice there's obviously, as you walk past,
That's like a fire escape door.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll take my first of my 5 doses as well. Get a buzz on. Get a wee dunt on.
All right. So, Adrian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head back out here and just.
I'm gonna try to look nonchalant and proceed to gamble and use the slot machine.
Ooh.
You want to gamble? Excellent. Okay.
You're gonna blow all your money before we go shopping.
So, how much do you want to bet? So you're going on a slot machine, yes?
Yeah, let's do 50 creds.
Just remember, the house always wins.
The game was rigged from the start.
All right. Roll me 3d6s, please.
All right.
You have to get 18 to win any money at all.
Yep. If you win 18, you get 51 back. You roll an 18.
Right.
Got me in the book too. 11. So you get your money back.
Oh.
So you put your money in, ching, and the result gives you your money back.
Oh, wow.
You going again?
Want to try again, or 3d6, please? $12. Oh, sorry. I said you get your money back on the last one. You actually didn't, but it doesn't matter. You've just lost your money on that one. So I'll forgive the first one. But yeah, you lose.
You know what?
So I'll
One
take
more
50
go.
credits off you. Okay.
One more spin.
14. Bet returned, so you get your money back.
Okay, I'm seeing everything I need to see here.
As you are walking away, let me find. Let's see staging slots. Where's the? As you're walking away, you get approached by a young, obviously over age, but young, like 21-year-old girl, and she's dressed like a sort of street kid, and she's like, "Hey, mister, come here." I saw you on that machine. If you want some help winning, we could hack it. If I could hack the machine, and if you see anyone coming, you let me know, and then pay out more, and we could split the winnings. What do you say?
Don't
I
get
don't know.
noticed now.
How do I know you're not just going to, turn me in
on,
right
man.
away? And
I saw you on the machine. You were trying to win some money. Look, listen. If you're not interested, find us some other one, some other mug. I mean, some other person to do it.
Oh, yeah, he's just gonna take your money. Come on. take
I'll
the
think
money and
about it.
run.
I don't think about it too long, man. And she walks off back into the rows of the slot machines. Dustin,
Yes.
what are we doing?
So I'm just gonna be sitting there dancing, and while we're dancing, I want to look up what I can find out about Watana.
Alrighty. So you're doing a bit of another hack.
Yep.
The track's actually pumping, Dave. I'm loving it.
It's so good, isn't it? I listen to this sometimes just while I'm working. It's
She's
so
brilliant.
good. Yeah, if you're using your cyber deck,
Mm-hmm.
give us a knowledge. Is it knowledge? Knowledge. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
You don't get anything on. The only thing you've got is a name. Watana. Nothing comes back. She's not on any of the databases that you've looked on that you can find. So there you go.
So I just kind of keep dancing.
Brian, hero.
So I'm actually waiting outside. Like I think I have as much information as I can possibly get at this point. I'm not a hacker. I'm kind of a combat dude. So I'm waiting for the other guys to come out so we can regroup and possibly go shopping. I might start, if you want me to, if you'll allow me to, I might start flipping through, I don't know, local listings contacts to try and figure out who I'm going to go to for some of the illegal shit that I want to buy.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy some, if you want to buy some gear, then yeah, you'll need the contacts, and I will ask.
There's a few
we need to
illegal
see
things
you.
I want to buy.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll need to contact somebody. I assume, if I recall correctly, that basic firearms and ammunition are not illegal.
No, but they do get taken off you at the door, just in case.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying for purchasing things
On the
like-
street,
Yeah,
you can
no,
carry.
you could buy. Yeah, you could buy them.
Yeah,
Like you could buy candy, sort of thing, pretty much.
but I think all drugs are illegal, right?
Uh,
Strangely, they're not marked as illegal on their page. in
It
the
doesn't.
book.
Yeah,
They're
it
not.
doesn't say. I don't think they are. I think there's certain ones when you get into the nano.
Yeah.
So,
I think
all
the
drugs are
nano's like
legal.
the
So
magical powers.
the drugs are legal. So it's
sort
not
of
dystopia. It's utopia we're playing. Love it.
Well, all right. So there's different ways of looking at it, because a utopia is a dystopia in a lot of ways. And I've always looked at the reason why you have the SecOps instead of the police force is because it's like privatized.
Corps. It's all corporations.
It's all
Corporate,
corporate, yeah.
So it's like, who's the governing body to make something illegal?
There isn't one.
Yeah,
There isn't,
so
yeah.
so everything's permitted.
I mean, there
provided
is-
it's not in the handbook.
Psy does ostensibly, if I recall correctly, have like a mayor, but like they're under the control of the corps. So
Yeah, the corps run everything. It's
Yeah.
it's literally it's what the government is today, pretty much.
Give it a couple
There
of
is a
years.
government.
The
There
next
is a face government.
the
but
next
they don't
stage
do
of what we're
anything.
going to have in the world is going to be like a world government. It's going to be run by businessmen, not by politicians. But that's a
Pretty
whole political
close.
debate.
They're gonna offload all of their like daily tasks onto AI, and it's gonna kill them. And instead of like blowing us up with nukes, Skynet just wants to sell us things. That's why we keep getting these pop-ups.
Oh,
It's like-
So yeah, you might want to
There's-
go and grab your comrades in arms. They're just
Walking about the casino.
Dusty's
Grooving.
just dancing away. Adrian.
So
What are you
after doing a little research, I will try to give each of them just a regular phone call. I assume the casino
you can do
lets
that.
those through.
Yeah,
And I'm going to be like,
yeah.
hey guys, I'm thinking about going shopping. Let me know when you're done at the casino. And that's all I'll say.
So when that happens, I'll just start dancing my way out, and I'm gonna give like the finger guns to the guy, and then I'm just gonna keep dancing out into the street.
Excellent.
Ridiculous, but awesome.
Let's go.
Put you outside.
I'll make my way
You
out.
didn't have any weapons, did you, Dustin?
I just had my mono sword, but they didn't take it.
They allowed that, yeah. And
Yeah, they didn't
you
want
get
that
your
shit.
pistol back. They close the door. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I hope you had a successful evening.
Ooh, I found the hottest lady in town, and I'll be back for her number.
Well, I look forward to seeing you.
All right.
Okay. So, oh, hang on. Let me put you two on. Let me put the ghost thing on for you two.
When you come back out, my eyes are in the back of my head.
I'm gonna show Hero a picture of
Nikki keeps
Watana.
trying to wander off, and I just grab the back of his collar to keep him close.
Mhm. I'm gonna like take the information that I got, like the layout and with the offices, and I'm gonna show him a picture of Watana, and I'm like, this looks to be the Bond girl of the building. Mega dangerous
The Black
by
Widow.
the vibe.
Yeah, looking at I don't know. I was gonna say I think we might have a different definition of Bond girl. That looks like an Atom Smasher analog to me. She's probably the biggest threat in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, I think we should reconvene at a seedier, less looked at location and discuss what our options are, and then go shopping.
Are we headed back to the bar then?
Or a similar one, or a different one. Yeah,
As
they all
long as,
probably
as,
look the same.
as
right?
long as it's got a decent vibe.
Let me ask you this,
If it's not got a decent
Let me
vibe,
ask
I'm
you
finding
this.
another one.
because this is a classification I used to use with a friend of mine. Is it a Nick Nolte bar? It's totally a Nick Nolte bar.
You'll have
isn't
to define a Nick Nolte bar because I don't.
Well, I mean, the fact that it has live nudes and drugs, it's definitely a Nick
It's
Nolte bar. So,
80s
yeah.
cop movies are notorious for just being in strip clubs. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's exactly 80s.
Yep.
Think 80s, but think 80s like
With
cyberpunk.
a little
hackers.
bit of cyberpunk laid over the top. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely. Yeah.
Need to
You
move
know,
this.
This bar that you're in.
Got that covering the
it's-
boobies.
It's what you'd call. I mean, it's.
So
a
we
pub,
actually go to my
essentially.
favorite bar in town, which is literally called Nolte's, and all of
That's
the
exact.
the bartender has a face job to look like Nick Nolte, but like young Nick Nolte, not like right now Nick Nolte, like 80s
Does he
Nick
talk
Nolte.
like Nick Nolte?
Oh yeah,
I can't even
absolutely.
do the voice.
So yeah, we grab a seat, grab a booth or a table. This place doesn't even have booths; it has tables, and half the chairs are broken.
And
but
the
yeah,
other half
find
are
a place.
plastic.
The other half are plastic, and we find a place to sit down. So, gentlemen, what do we think?
Pull up
What's
some
our-
lawn furniture.
Yeah. What are we doing? How are we gonna get this done?
Well, we know where the power core is. If we make it nuclear, it should take down the whole place.
In half of the neighborhood. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think that was what Sand wanted.
I don't think we want to kill people.
Wasn't all that
do we?
specific.
It wasn't,
He did
but
say he didn't want a massacre.
I don't
and
think we
I
should-
don't know
I
about
don't
you,
think-
but I would classify a
yeah,
nuclear
I
explosion
don't think
as
we
a
should
massacre.
level a building and the whole street in a nuclear explosion just to clear a man's debt. Remember, this is just to get rid of a man's debt.
Fine.
What we could do
Well, was it
that I
was
think
it the
would
man's death or was it the group of that?
I think it's his debt, but also in order to help the community, he would like us to shut it down if we can. So that's what I got out of it. So I think the best way to shut down a casino, I mean, it's a casino. We take all of their money.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like money. I'm happy to take the money.
We rob them blind.
We need to make sure that data, we get rid of the data though. The data about that man's debt.
Well, yeah. That's the primary task, but as a secondary task, if we can rob them blind, maybe two of you tech heads could figure out how to jack with all of their devices.
I could maybe shut down the systems. We could maybe just shut down their system
right?
completely, like just like a reboot, like completely reboot their system, wipe its memory, wipe out everybody's debts, everybody's winnings, everybody's debts, everybody's wages, everything. We could shut it down digitally, and it would take them weeks to get that back up and running.
Right.
And that doesn't hurt anyone.
Do, especially if we take all of their capital, because I got to imagine that although, yes, I know a lot of transactions are done digitally, virtually.
Yeah.
I would imagine, they have a vault.
Hmm.
They've got to have the majority of their capital in that vault. They probably don't trust a bank. They might even be doing some stuff on the side. Who's to say?
They might even have gold. They might even actually have gold bullion in that safe. Because it's the best way to store a large amount of wealth physically in a small space.
Maybe.
And we're thinking about, we're still on Earth and it's the future, so gold has only gotten more valuable. There is only a finite amount of gold. Apparently...
Well...
apparently
I think probably...
It's less than a swimming pool's worth. So far. Like, that's all the gold we have mined out of the Earth and since we started is it's less than a swimming pool's worth.
I think what we're probably going to run into is, like, essentially, like, encrypted cred sticks, right? It's probably not going to be gold. It's probably not going to be stacks of cash. Their vault probably holds stacks of encrypted cred sticks of high value, right? Which is something that we could take care of.
We can easily
so
steal
obviously,
those.
as part of our shopping, we probably want to pick up some duffel bags as well, like classic, robbers. Black, tubular, the regular kind. Not the kind with the money symbol on them again, Zax. We're not doing that. Just standard black duffel bags.
Loot written on it. Swag.
What was that word you said? Slag? Is that a word for loot?
No, swag. Swag is a word for loot.
Oh, swag. I thought slag meant something else.
It does, but it means to destroy.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking of a more British or Scottish term for
slag. A slag over here is a promiscuous woman.
Yeah.
We need to find a couple of those too for good luck.
We definitely need to find a couple of slags.
That's for after the job.
Get the bags in. Get the slags in.
Any other thoughts? Anybody have ideas about what they want to purchase? I've already distributed the funds.
So, I quite like the idea of that suit that just makes you invisible. I quite like that. And it's
Again,
$400.
it's only if you're stationary, and you're going to have to make a roll each time to see if it fries. It's temporary.
What do you think's a better way to spend my money? I'm not looking at the sheets.
It depends on what... I don't know what you have. Do you have a weapon?
Yes, I have a weapon.
Have a weapon
I can tell you what I've got.
Trouble. Okay.
Hang on, get my character open again.
What I can tell you as a strategist, everybody probably wants to have at least 2 reloads for their weapon, especially if they're gonna go auto fire.
Okay.
Reloads cost 10% of the weapon.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to even buy a reload for my heavy laser cannon because a reload is like $1,000.
So I've got a pulse rifle. How much is a reload for that?
Well, pulse rifle is... You got a pulse rifle? That's not bad, actually. Yeah. Pulse rifle...
Swapped it for a crack rock with some guy.
Where's the pulse rifle?
7 o'clock on the dot. Give me
so
your
actually,
crack
the
rock.
pulse rifle doesn't have a value because it's a rare item. So that means Dave, you have to decide whether or not a reload costs between 60 and 120 credits for a pulse rifle.
Just remind me the ammo, how it's
Okay, so
handled. I'm just having
after
a look
combat,
now.
you have to roll a d8 for your weapon if you fired, or a d6 if you used auto fire. A 1 to 3 result means you're out of ammo and have to reload.
Ammo. Okay. So the
So
pulse rifle.
people want to have, if we're probably going to get into some combat, you want to have at least 1 or 2 reloads.
What does D10A mean?
D10A means it's auto fire, and he rolls a D10, or it can be auto fire, and he rolls a
D10 with
for
advantage.
Oh. No, not with advantage. When you fire auto fire, basically what happens is you shoot the first target. If you hit him, then you roll again. If you hit him, then you
Like
roll
burst.
again.
Like a burst
3 is
effect.
the maximum number of shots. But it does mean you'll expend more ammo.
How much is ammo for a normal rifle?
Well, it depends on the cost. Normally, it's 10% of the cost of an item. An assault rifle is a cost of 400, so that would be 40 for an ammo for an assault rifle.
So for the
But
pulse
it only
rifle,
does D10A. I'd say at minimum 60, because it says
60.
again, for weapons
Yeah,
without a
well-
listed price, assume the ammo is hard to get and prices between 60 and 120.
yeah, 60.
60.
But
Right, I'm
yeah,
buying
I mean,
two.
like-
I'm buying 2 reloads then.
Yep. 2 reloads
I'm-
is a good bet.
I'm bringing my laser turret essentially, but I'm also buying a pair of SMGs and 2 reloads for those. So a pair of small SMGs. They only do auto fire.
Oh, also, I already had 580 credits before I started. Oh no, that's Dave messing around with my number. That's you in my number, isn't it?
I'm taking your money off you because you're buying.
So I've spent 170, Dave.
Where do I
Hey,
find the pricing on items in the book?
It's
Do you have the
Brian,
physical book?
Logan posted in the chat. There's some lists for it there. Like
Also,
some
if you're looking at
screenshots.
the physical book, you can start at page 62 is equipment,
Yeah.
64 is weapons, 65, which is ammunition types, special ammunition,
Oh.
and 66 is drugs.
I already have 2 pulse rifle ammo mags on my sheet, and I had them before, didn't I, Dave?
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, have you adjusted that? Or is
No,
that what
no,
so
I already had them. So I can.
2.
I'm gonna adjust the number to 4 then, just
If you, you can do that.
I don't know that you need 4, to be honest, if there's something else you want to spend that money on.
Alright, I'll just go back to 2 and I'll keep that money then. So I've not spent the 120, so I've only spent the 50. So I've still got 450 left.
Yep.
What's the face thing?
It's
Oh,
35.
so that's
face block.
it's 35, but it's illegal. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to look for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
All right.
So it might not be 35. Keep that in mind.
Right, okay,
35
so-
is the base
okay,
price.
okay.
We're gonna have to do some role playing to find it.
Yep. Okay.
So just buy basic stuff first, then we'll talk about how we get other stuff.
Right.
And bear in mind, and you guys would know this because you live in that world, if you are caught using or in possession of anything illegal, SecOps have shoot to kill authority.
Yep. But also, they just work for the corps, so technically we have shoot to kill authority for SecOps as well. Just saying.
Then it becomes a game of attrition.
It
Who's
does.
got the most bullets?
Then it becomes who can run, how bad is your heat. Actually, I don't think Cyborg does heat, does it?
Oh.
No,
it just
Uh,
does
still,
hit.
it's role playing.
So this is a bit of a nightmare for me to look at my phone at the equipment lists, to be honest. If anybody's got any suggestions what I should get for my character, just hit me with them.
Well, you've got a weapon.
I've got a weapon. Can I do anything armor-wise for 300?
So armor.
400?
Do you
So
not
armor,
have
there's
armor?
there's 6 tiers. You don't have any armor at the moment, Oliver.
So
You've just got
rough
your normal
armor
clothes.
rough armor is 250, like a
buy that
heavy
then.
duty jacket or full Kevlar.
I'll buy that then, Dave. Rough armor.
Well, you have to.
Tier 2.
Oh
Tier
yeah.
two.
Sorry, yeah, that's not. It's not illegal. Okay, so you want rough armor?
It's not, no.
And that was 250, yeah?
Yep.
So that's 280. No, that's 300 I've
Also,
spent
keep in
before I
mind,
buy
we
the
all have
Facebook.
debt. You might not want to spend everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I am, because I need some stuff, because somebody that
I
gets
kinda
a
feel-
weapon that uses my abilities or ammo, but, you know, that's fine.
Actually, yeah, I think I need to. I'm spending a lot just because I don't really expect to live too much after this.
That's fine.
Buy 2 flashbangs,
also-
Dave.
Say again.
2 flashbangs.
Also, take a look at on the other half of the weapon sheet is the single-use booster mods. Those are basically boosters for your gun,
Yeah.
right? So you can buy a clip of Inferno rounds that lets you do D3 extra damage and D8 on a crit. There's knockers that deal D2 damage,
So it says-
but they cause the person to make a toughness DR12 or be
So it
knocked
says
out.
armor piercing 80. Does that mean it's 80 on top of, or
So
if I wanted to turn my
armor
2
piercing
reload
80
bags,
means you pay 80 credits, and
and it
now
turns my reload into armor
as
piercing?
part of your attack action, you can say, I'm using my armor piercing
Right.
booster.
So if I spend
And then it's
160,
But, yeah.
does that mean if I spend 160, I can have 2 of them and I can apply it to both my mags, or I can only use it on one shot? Each one's only for one shot.
It's one shot. A
Right,
booster is for one attack.
Okay, I want to buy one of
them
those.
is frag. I bought 2
Yep.
of the drug injectors and 1 frag. So I've got 2 shots that'll let me pacify and 1 shot as a grenade. So if you just wanted to spend money and buy grenade bullets, you have that as an option.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the armor piercing mod for 80. I'm gonna get the face block for 30, or well, 30 for whatever it costs. A rough armor for 250 and 2 tier 2 flashbang. Sorry, that's tier 2 and 2 flashbangs for 50. That's what I'm buying.
I've added the flashbangs.
Okay.
I've added the armor piercing mod,
Okay.
which I've taken the
Where are
money
the
for. You've got
flashbangs at?
70 credits left. What is it you want?
2 flashbangs is 50. Oh no, I've got 70 left.
Got that? Yeah.
Hang on, that's
You
Because
not
I've
might
right.
taken the money
wanna-
for the flashbangs and I've taken the money for the armor piercing.
Oh, you've
and
done the flashbangs,
armor.
right? I just want a face block then.
You might want to consider not purchasing. Like, do you have Style Guard? Because Style Guard is like the lowest level of armor you can get, but it is definitely.
I've not got any armor.
Yeah, you might want to get some armor.
You bought the rough.
He did.
Yeah,
he
I've
bought
just
rough
bought armor. I've just bought armor.
Okay, cool.
And you want the face blocker. That is going to be a bit trickier to find.
Yep.
So
Well, I think we all want face blockers.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're only playing a one-shot here, but, like,
We want to win.
Thematically,
We
we're
want to
playing
win.
a longer campaign, I would buy a face blocker for every job.
Every quest, yeah, every job. And I've also got a first aid kit, by the way, guys.
Oh, that's handy.
Yep. I also have some adrenochrome, which is a drug, but that's that does. It's D.
Yeah,
I've got
I'm gonna
D3
buy some of that
doses.
too.
It heals 6 hit points and gives +1 on all abilities for D6 rounds. And then after that, -1 until you rest. So you get positive effect for a while, then they come down, you're on a minus. And I've got D3 doses, so I take it you roll the D3 when you use a dose.
No, for that you actually should roll a d3 now to see
Okay.
how many you have.
1.
So you got 2.
No, I roll the D6 there.
Oh. Oh, I see.
That was a D6, so I've got 1 dose.
I got 3.
Very nice.
right.
No,
So
if
Oliver, you
rolled. Oh, you did roll a d3, so yeah, 3.
Oliver, you're sorted with your equipment, yes? Apart
Yes.
from the face block, which I'm going to come back to.
Yep, that's me done, mate. Thank you.
All right. So next, Dustin, let's
Yes.
do your list. What are you having?
Alrighty. So I was going to start
I
out.
think you made a
I did
chapter.
actually. Yeah.
You did.
A couple of them. I got the 9mm pistol, 2 tag injector rounds, 1 frag round, 2 mags, grappling hook
So the
crossbow.
Hang on. Tag injector rounds, is that classed as a mod?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Single-use booster mod. It's number 4.
Frag round. Yeah.
That is booster mod number 8.
Yeah, I'm coming to it. Where does... I think... where does ammo appear?
It's only...
Ammo's just 10% of the cost of the gun.
I thought it was 10%. And I got the 9
10%
millimeter.
of the cost of the gun.
Yeah, the 9
Oh, there we
millimeter.
go. Sorry, it's all right.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the actual item in the foundry. I found it. So we've got the mag. I'll put it on your sheet in a minute. Grappling hook, crossbow.
Yep. In case we had
And
to
a
do
face.
some Batman shit.
Oh,
And a face
are
block.
you pulling items from the compendium?
Yeah.
Do you want
Yeah.
to make that compendium available
Yeah,
to
he's
us?
just,
so
he's
I
just
can
dragging them
pull
over
my
at our
items?
sheets.
Oh, it looks like they might be actually.
You can get a head
Asset
start on yours.
tag,
I tell you what. Let's. Yeah.
Core
Can you access
items.
it, Brian?
I think. I can see a bunch of them, but I don't know where everything is in here. I see the cyborg core. Here, cyborg actors. There. This will probably be it.
It's in the
Armor, yeah,
items.
I'm
list.
good. I got it.
You got it.
I'm on top of it now. Okay, so
So let's get Dustin sorted. Zach's broom
Yeah, I
head,
see it now.
equipment. So you want grappling hook, crossbow. Is that? Oh, get rid of the face block. 2 ammo mags.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping for a heist, guys.
Frag
Shopping for a
round.
heist.
2 tag injector round.
Shopping's not usually one of the most fun parts of a game or RPGs, but seeing this cyberpunk setting, because everything's kind of new technology and interesting, and you don't really know much about it, it's more interesting a shopping section.
Like, gear porn is one of the things that drives gaming.
Well, it drives cyberpunk gaming for
Cyberpunk,
sure.
yeah, absolutely. The gear is fun in Cyberpunk because it's all
Yeah.
near future tech that could or could not happen, might happen, kind of stuff. Black Mirror tech.
Then after
Okay.
that, I also got the Sunset Shock, and then I also wanted to finish it up with Style Guard, and I'd have 28 credits left.
You have got Sunset Chalk on your character sheet. What was the last thing?
Style Guard, negative D2 damage, and it cost $100 or 100 crits.
Style guard. Is that a booster mod? No.
No, it's armor. I was just getting
Armor.
some armor.
Style guard tier 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 28 credits left.
Yep. Big
That'll get you
spender.
that'll get you a go on a fruit machine. That maybe.
Right.
I could have more fun than that with 28 credits.
So Adrian, you are buying. You want a face block as well, and you want some red juice. You want some rough armor.
Yeah, it's about it. I can't really say anything else that I'd want to get. My character already has like three rounds worth of ancient ammo, so
Nice.
Do you have ammo boosters though? Again, ammo boosters are pretty awesome.
They
Yeah.
are.
You can do incendiary, frag, knockout.
You-
Armor
EM,
piercing.
like, you can
Yep.
really wreck some cyborgs with the EM.
You got to get your gun past the guards first.
Yeah.
I think we're going in through the basement.
I think we are, yeah.
Honestly, at one point I thought about getting the mule pocket and then just sneaking a gun in, but that'd be pretty expensive.
Yeah, I didn't even bother
So-
to look at cybertech. That's for down the
Adrian,
road.
your red juice is either 40 credits to have the effect, or 10 credits for just to have it as a role-playing thing. Are you after it with the effect? Oh, you've put 40 there, haven't you?
I'm the only idiot
so
that
you want-
I'm the only
you
idiot
want it
that
to have the
waste money on
effect.
drugs for roleplay
yeah,
purposes,
I'm
Brian.
there
Other
for the
people's
full
like,
effect.
Sorry, Dave. Other people spend their money on useful things. I'm the only idiot that spends it on recreational drugs with no mechanical value.
There's a potential
who's-
mechanical value.
That's roleplay value, and
Out
that's
of-
more important.
Yeah.
Out of the 5 of you, Brian, I can see you've sorted your equipment out. Perfect.
Except for the face blocker.
Well, I'm going to come to this now. Out of the
Yep.
5 of you, 4 of you.
Can I
I
also
think-
just grab a random brick, just so I have a brick in my inventory?
A big
I
stain.
saw it in the weapons. I thought it was great.
Well, I
free.
could say that you pick one. You could pick one up.
Also,
off
a
the street,
broken bottle. Yeah. Those weapon icons are pretty boss, actually. I like it.
I love it. I love the Foundry module for Cyborg. It's super. They've put everything into it. It's amazing. Really is. They've even got
Yeah, it's
going
very,
going
it's
going
very good.
above the off the game at the moment. They've even got sound effects for the weapons without you having
Yeah.
to
Amazing.
import anything.
Amazing.
It's
For
really
some
good.
of them, it looks like my heavy laser cannon and my retracting cyber claws weren't fully done out, but a lot of the basic weapons were, which is cool.
Well, the pulse rifle,
cool.
believe it or not, has got the proper pulse rifle sound.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It says.
Is it the actual pew pew, does it?
yeah.
I love it.
I can't wait
So-
to hear you shoot at somebody for
Babe.
sure.
Are we saying that Oliver's character is the Nicky is probably the one that would know where to get face block from because he's got the drug dealers on tap? I know Adrian's just
Oh,
bought some drugs as well.
I think I
so-
would. It's not a drug dealer thing. It's like a. This is like a
Oh,
ops thing.
sorry, it's
Yeah.
a tech. Sorry,
But
yeah,
still,
it
but,
is, it is,
but
sorry.
still, it's illegal. So it's the same kind of people that sell it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cyber tech.
I don't know that drug
uh,
dealers really deal in illegal technology, right? Like you can't have one-stop shops like that. That'd be. I mean, you could, I guess.
Yeah, but think about
Sorry,
all of,
some
like
equipment.
all of
A
like
lot
the
of people.
memory chips and the SIM
I-
chips. And
I know
the
drug
better
dealers
than
in the-
life chips.
I know drug dealers in the real world that sell weapons. They
Yeah.
do
Oh,
go
no,
hand in hand.
sure. Basic weapons, yeah, but I'm talking about like face blocker is like that's like
Tech,
high
it's
level
tech,
like
yeah,
corporate
yeah.
infiltration tech, right? That's not.
You're not going to get that from street level guys.
Yeah.
I rolled
But
a
it's only like
D4,
35 credits, though.
Well, sure, but you still got to find the person who sells it.
Yeah, but what I'm
Just
saying
a-
is like,
We
yes.
And the reason why it's only 35 credits is because it's one and done. Like it's good for
Roll
one
me-
mission.
Use.
Dustin, roll me a presence check, please.
Oh, Dustin's got the contact.
I did a D4 roll.
Oh,
we
was that
So
good?
you-
I don't know. I'm not looking at
No,
You won't
no,
roll high, no,
I'll-
that's not
yeah. So yeah, you go through your list of contacts, but nobody's can get hold of a face block,
Okay,
or they don't
I
know
guess
where
we
you
don't
can
have
get
face
one from.
blockers.
Yeah, we don't get face blocker.
No, I'm gonna come to you next, hero. Can you roll me a what did I say? Knowledge,
Presence.
presence.
Presents.
Oh, so we're going to
That's
get
what
one
I'm
each.
about, baby.
There's
what I'm about.
15.
15 with the +2. Yeah, so you have a contact who you make contact with, and you tell me what you say, or you tell the group what you say. You make contact with this person.
Listen, Smith, I need 4 face blockers for a job I got coming up. We're hitting a casino.
Man,
There's
I
plenty of cameras
don't-
inside.
I don't need to know the job. You don't have to tell me what it's for. I'll send you a location, but these ain't cheap.
All right, what are you charging
These are
me?
good. I'm not charging you. These are gonna run you 50 credits each.
50 each.
Saved 50.
So I look at everybody. Has everybody got 50? Because I can't cover anybody.
I have got 50 left, I believe. I've got 70 left. I'm good.
All right, so I had 28 left, and
I can give you 20 and you've got 48.
No, what I'm saying is I had 28 left, and that would be 15. So
No, 50.
50. 50.
50.
yeah, no, what I'm saying is I already included the 35 in my previous.
All right,
I
so you just
see.
need to add
So
15 to it.
15 brings it up to
yeah.
yeah. So. 20,
And Adrian, you're good. You got 50 left.
yeah, I can spare it.
15.
So that was 50, so I've got 20 left. Cool.
Yeah, right, Smith. Set it up. I'll pick them up. I need them today.
I'll be with you in an hour. Give me 1 hour.
Okay.
All right. You have your equipment, which I will put into your character sheets in a moment. You have a plan, I take it.
Yep.
And on that note, boys and girls, we will take a short break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
See you soon, troops.
So, stick around.
And we're back for part 2.
Yes, we are.
It's heist time, baby.
Okay, so you've all got your equipment.
We need to go pick up the face block, because that was a dodgy drop at a dodgy spot, wasn't it?
So your guy turns up, Brian, and he pokes his head through the bar door and around the back, and you grab your face block. So I'll put that onto character sheets.
I already put mine on.
Nice.
Will Smith.
I thought you would have done.
You're still good there. Thank you. If you can do mine for me, I'd appreciate it, Dave. Thank you.
So it's 75. That's yours. Nicky Fix. Excuse me. That's yours.
Especially at
Scratching
this table. It's so good.
Picking the scabs on my face.
You're not playing Ozil today. Stop it.
No, this one's even worse.
So Zax, Zero, Nicky, and Hero. Right. So you've got your equipment.
Yep.
It's still late on that evening, so you need to decide. I think Brian,
boys.
your character. Yep. Take it away.
We're gonna go in the morning,
We're
huh?
going in the morning, right?
7 o'clock on the dot, right at the spot. Smoking a crack rock.
So,
Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Faces blasting up homebound.
since we didn't see any external cameras, we're going to meet some distance
Apart from the front.
the front, and well, apart from the front, right? We're going to meet some distance, like on the other side of the pier, the side, like the southern side that we can't see. We'll approach. We'll avoid the front. We'll go around the back. We'll head down. We're going to go in through the docking, or through the dock entrance, I guess. It's the best way to put it. 7 a.m. Everybody good with that?
Yeah. Perfect.
I'll set an alarm so that I get up early. I'm kidding, I'll still be up.
If you go to sleep.
I'll still be up. I'll still be up.
What kind of drugs are you doing?
All of them.
Probably helps to narrow your focus.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some blackout for the job. I've got some microdoses of blackout for the job. Would you like one?
No, that's okay. I'm drunk on love.
They really should have said in the book that the lower cost is the microdose. That's funny. Okay, so get some sleep or do whatever you got to do, and
Yep.
you know, Hero stands up and heads to the back of Nolte's because his apartment is actually above Nolte's. So
You live here.
yeah.
So do I. I sleep on your couch.
Okay,
You know,
that's fine.
It
For
makes
right-
sense.
for
I don't have a home.
For now.
I'm sleeping on your couch, mate.
Does
Alright,
he
so
always
you
just
all-
bring us here so that we spend more money on alcohol?
I don't own the place.
No,
I just
you've-
live in an apartment.
He's got a
above
deal.
it.
Yeah, but the landlord owns your. The landlord of the bar is your landlord, and you get a cheap deal on your rent for
cuts me
bringing
some
for
deals,
bringing
yeah.
him customers.
Right.
Aye, that's what's going
Right.
on. We know your side hustle.
Well, I am ex-corp, so, you know, gotta have an angle.
You got to have a side hustle, mate. Yeah, it's tough on these streets. But I promise I'll get a job and get my own apartment one day. I promise.
Yeah, you've been saying that for weeks.
Honestly, I've got a big score coming. I'm going to take over these streets. Coming. Trust the process. Trust the process.
So you all head off to wherever it is you're sleeping or doing your.
I have 400 cups of coffee. I don't go to
whatever.
sleep.
But you're meeting at 7 a.m. at the other side of the pier, did you say? Or what?
I mean, basically
Down-
just south
down-
of the
down,
map.
yeah.
Like, we don't want to be seen by the front cameras if we can help it.
Oh,
and
just
then-
south of the map. So,
and then
okay.
we'll take a wide berth round.
Yeah, and
Okay,
go up
yeah.
the back.
Got you. So we'll go back to the casino.
So yeah, I was thinking we'd be coming in down this way where I moved my guy to.
And as I arrive, I'll take my second microdose. Working man's dose.
So what we're gonna do first of all is
Hopefully
Turn
Zach's
the
is
lights
with us
off.
down here.
and the music is off inside the club, but I've left it running just for the
Yeah,
vibe of the scene.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Fucking love you, Carl
Okay, so you're
Casey.
heading this way. All right, so yeah, there's no one around. Streets are empty. It's still raining, as it has been for the last 2 days.
Sure.
So
I was thinking about, should I maybe take one of my drones for a quick spin around the building, just see if there's anybody going to pop out on us?
It's a good thought.
idea.
I think I will. I'm going to send one of the drones for a quick spin around the building.
Hero will stop at this corner here, as hopefully everybody is following me.
Oh yeah,
and
oh yeah.
Nikki does his drone sweep.
I'll take the little
There's a walkway.
take the little
there,
plastic
Zach,
bag
so
off
be
the
aware
bottom
of
of
that.
the drone first. There's a little plastic bag tied to the bottom of it. I'll take that off. Doesn't need that.
you should be able to move that drone. Just send it wherever you want.
It's a little plastic bag connected to it.
That's how you get drugs into the jail these days. It's all done with drones, eh?
Right, right.
Hey,
So
there
it's
was-
equipped with a camera. It's also got a 3D scanner and a heat sensor, but it is fragile. So make sure you don't knock it into anything.
Okay, so I'm just taking a spin around. I'm 10, 15 feet up, so I'm not going to knock into anything.
Yeah, it's zzz.
I'll
it's,
hop
it's just
near where
dipping around the building.
when I'm near the door, I'll kind of hover down close to the door level, have a look, and then back up and do the rest of that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's got heat sensors, can it check
Yeah,
through the door to see if
Ooh.
there's anybody in that hallway?
good idea, Captain.
Roll me a d6.
Oops. High's good.
Yeah, it scans through the door. There's no heat signatures in
None,
the
okay.
immediate. It's not got a massive range. It's probably like
Let's
15
move, keep
feet
it
or something
quiet.
like that.
Okay, so I'll complete a lap and then I'll put it back away in its bag. Yeah, you can take it away. Okay. It's full of hero, guys.
I keep it handy. We might need that drone again,
Yeah, yeah.
especially if it's got 360 with
Do you know
heat
what?
sensors.
I'll actually set it to do an orbit. That's what I'll do, Dave. I'll set it to just do like a much
No, I'm saying
higher.
We might need it inside.
I've got two more. I've got three of
Okay.
them. So, quite a higher orbit. I'm going to go higher now, Dave, in a wider circle. But I'm going to slowly just do the wider area and just have a feed on that in my optics or whatever the thing is. And just in case that flags anything up, in case like a massive squad of fucking riot corporals show up or something. You know what I mean?
Do you just want it constantly zipping round?
They're not
On the
zipping round.
outside.
Yeah, higher up.
Not flying round, but yeah. So
Flying,
like
but
10,
higher up and
20
further
feet,
away.
20 feet.
No, much higher,
Yeah.
like 100 feet now, so that it's
100
okay.
feet
Mo-
would be 100 feet would be useless. We're not going to be able to resolve anything at that height, especially in the rain. Maybe 25 to 50. Like
Okay.
it's fine.
I mean, bear in mind, there's going to
It's
be
only a
there's
two-story building.
there's going to be other drones knocking around, so it probably doesn't look out of the ordinary if it just set it
Okay.
to
Yeah.
okay. So I'll
You know,
set it to do
randomly zip around.
a slow orbit round, and I'll even set it
will-
to do. What I'll do, I'm going to actually set
Go on.
the thing so that it's not just a constant loop. It's actually going to go back out and then go the other way, and it's going to go slightly
Yeah.
faster sometimes and
Give it a
slightly
little bit
slower,
of randomness.
and sometimes go a
Sure.
bigger circle and a smaller circle. But just make it look a bit more random, yeah.
They are fragile, so periodically I will ask you to roll a d6
Yeah.
to see
To see
if
if it
something
pops.
happens or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
But you are able to tap into it and obviously see the feed and you can see what it's looking at
Be
and
alerted
things
if,
like
it's,
that. So.
if anything unusual comes up, yeah. Okay. So I'm
So
doing
two-
that.
two
happens to the
questions as
drone.
we come around the back. One, can you give me a ping on roughly where that dock door is on that second level? Okay. Two, is that boat there?
That's just part of the image. That's just to show that river.
That's all I'm
the
asking.
boat-
Is
Yeah,
is
the
there
boat's
a
not
boat there currently? Okay.
No.
All right.
So you get what's called ferry taxis coming and going. So from across
Yeah,
the
yeah.
river, casino, they could potentially get a taxi across to here.
Sure.
But yeah, there's not one there at the moment.
And we
Who's
established
missing?
there's no cameras outside of this door
Mm-hmm.
in the back.
Yep.
Yesterday.
No,
So,
no,
okay.
yeah, sorry, yeah, yep.
So heading over to the door. This is a job for.
First time we do see a
Zax, I
camera,
think?
that's I can shut that down. That's what I can do. I'm a gearhead. I can fuck that.
Well,
So the door's
somebody
not
gotta get this
cambered.
door open.
There is a door with the biometric lock, which you're going to need to get open, which is going to be.
That's more of a Zax thing than a Nicky thing, then, isn't it? If it's a biometric
it's
one,
a hack. It's
that's
a
a
hacking.
hacking.
Thing,
Yeah, that's all you, Dustin.
Right. Let's see if we can do it.
Any way to assist him on it at all,
Alright.
Dave?
Anyway, sorry.
Any way to assist him with that?
Well, because he's hacking. You
Guess
tell me
he's on
what you
his
would
deck.
do
I
to
don't
assist.
think he
I could
would.
say yes, but if
I don't.
I'm not just going to say yes.
I don't
you
think
tell me how you.
Yeah, you know what? I
assist.
don't think I do have a way to assist. If it's a biometric one, if it's a hacking one, I don't think I do have a way to assist. I'll offer him words of moral support. You can do this.
Yeah,
Because
there
you
you
got to
go.
keep in mind, like, Cyborg has the feeling of, like, retrofuturism. So, like, his hack deck is, like, old
It's like a
school.
big
Like,
bulky
he has to,
laptop.
it's a combination between a laptop and a synth keyboard, and it's wired. So he has to plug in to the thing.
And then I have like this crank that I turn that plays Pop Goes the Weasel as I hack.
Yep.
It
Also functions as a accordion. Yeah.
So one second, Dustin. Sorry.
Oh well.
Ah, it's a good roll as well.
Well,
Could have been
you've
worse.
done the roll, but are you using the app, the Wayne Hammer app?
No,
Because
I was just...
if
Let me hear. Go ahead.
so, what did you roll for that? Was that a knowledge?
Yeah, 14.
So this is going to take you a bit of time if you. So
Yeah,
it's
the
a bit
app
of
is
time
instant.
consuming. The app
Freeform hacking
happens
takes
like that.
time.
So it's going to take you 10-15 minutes at least.
Can we
Do you
spare
want to
it?
re-roll that with the app, or do you want to just wait?
I'm gonna save it because I don't want things to get too much higher on me.
If you can save it, save it. We'll just have to
Yeah.
keep an eye out for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, the cleaners are already in doing their thing, so there should be nobody else coming in and out at this time in the morning.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Private dice.
It's fine.
Yep.
It's fine. A boat does go past, but it doesn't stop, and the light doesn't shine on
What kind of boat?
this
A
dock.
taxi.
It's just a normal, like a passenger. Yeah, just a passenger boat. Doesn't seem to be paying any attention, so it zips past. Doesn't pay you any mind, and you successfully hear the clink of the door as the lock slides open, and you guys are into the basement.
Inside, go.
All right.
All right, I need to bring you onto this map. Oh, let me go back to the other one second. Okay. Oh, I'll put the vision on, have I?
Yep.
Can't
will sod
see.
that new.
We ain't seen shit.
Token vision. Turn that off, turn that off.
There we go.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're in the long corridor.
Okay, fearless leader. It's time to leap fearlessly.
Hang on, I'm checking something. Oh yeah, that would have been too much. Okay. So I have the 2 SMGs up as I move down
my
the
gun up.
hall.
Couple
And
seconds.
assuming there's nothing to stop me, I'm moving to this corner and gonna kind of peek around the corner.
You
and see what I
as,
see.
yeah, as you're walking down, you can see the corridors. It's a shithole. It's a grimy.
Yep.
Water's dripping from the ceiling. It's not very well maintained. Like boxes, as you can see there, one of them split open and all rubbish is falling out. But you can't hear anything just yet, other than the ambience of the room.
You might want to hide those
Of the
tokens in
hallway?
the lower left,
I've just zoomed right in to hide them from
lower
the viewers.
lower right
I,
actually.
just, I,
Lower
pretend,
right, yeah,
I
I get
pretended
rid
I
of that.
never saw them, Brian. I just zoomed in and pretended I didn't see them.
I didn't see anything either.
I could get rid of them. I should have
Oh
deleted
wow,
them
did they
originally.
already update that? Nice. So we were talking about the other games table. They just pushed an update for it based on what I told
okay.
them earlier today. That's awesome. All right, so
Nice.
do I see anybody around the corner there?
I don't know, do you? Are you having a look?
Yeah, I'm having a look. I'm peeking around the corner.
Give us a presence check.
Wee peeky peeky.
Okay. Oh, damn it, ad bot! It's too bad the crowd can't see our individual ad bots.
I've not had one yet. When mine comes up, they'll hopefully see it.
Ooh, so I don't think I see anything.
You can't see
You know
it.
what?
The only...
I'm gonna spend a glitch.
Oh, okay.
That lets me just re-roll it, right?
How many have you got? I've got 3.
I have 2. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spend a glitch. I take that back. I'm not spending a glitch. So
You're looking around this corner. You can't see anyone. But it's really dark in here as well, though. It's not like brightly lit, so you could probably see 20 feet in front of you, 25 feet.
Okay,
You do notice
well-
the big stage lift there.
yeah.
And then
Well,
the
I
sort of
can't
the
see
room.
anybody in what would be my cone of vision, so I'm just gonna creep ahead to about.
Let me-
Oh, it didn't let me come around the corner.
Yeah,
That's
let
fine.
me put the
No,
ghost
it's
on
fine.
again.
It's fine. Leave the walls.
You sure?
So about right there. Yeah. Yeah, we can navigate through them. It's just a matter of doing it correctly.
Nice.
So do I see anybody here if I sweep
So-
left and right, kind of looking down this way and then looking down this way?
Nope. There's at the moment there's nobody there. To the right you see. Oh, excuse me.
I do see this
Um,
effect you've put on the map down here, though. That's a thing of beauty.
The rats.
Yeah, fucking brilliant.
The
mate.
rats, yeah.
To the right, there's a few boxes. I think they're like trash receptacles.
Right.
You see a few vending machines.
This is
that are
an open
decommissioned.
archway here. There's like 2 half walls and an open archway. Am I looking at that right?
Yeah.
Or is that just open hall?
Oh, it's like a door that's wedged open. You can just about
Okay.
see that. So as
Oh,
you
I
look
see.
to the
Okay.
right,
So this is a basement, so this is like brick wall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, this is like the green room, right? So this is
Yes.
where the performers would normally hang out. We need to head down this way and over into the security office if we're going to access the power core, if we're going to access I forget what this room is. I don't have the maps, the labeled maps up.
Basement. The security office, it just says, so number 12, security office. Number 15 is maintenance. Number 16 is power core.
the 13 is because you had the map.
Thir-
from what
so 13 is this
Yeah.
space
So-
here,
so
isn't it?
that's the locker room.
Locker room.
The locker room, right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm the guy, so I'm gonna move out into that area and head down to this door.
So as you pass the green room bit. Is everyone else following?
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm following closely behind, actually.
I could just drag you all. As you get to the green room bit, this is where the artist would relax, sleep, and you know, the couches look not in the best wear. They are bug-ridden, dirty, minging. And you find there's a bag, like a duffel bag, at the end of the at the sofa.
Oh, definitely investigating that. Definitely having a look in
Okay.
that for drugs and money as well.
I'm gonna let my group deal with that while I keep eyes up and ready for anything that might happen. But yeah,
So Nikki, you're having a look in the bag, yeah?
I'll have a look in the bag, I guess.
You're gonna open the bag, search through the bag. All right. You find, as you open this bag, you realise it's the art played probably a few days ago, and he's forgotten it. And you find yourself a sick instrument. Tell me what that instrument is.
A sick instrument, like a musical instrument. Oh,
Yep.
it's got to be a cyber
no, it's a
saxophone.
medical instrument.
It's got to be a.
Sax.
It's got to be a cyber sax. So imagine a sax with all these lights and extra stuff. So it's like a synthesizer saxophone. So it's a saxophone synthesizer with fucking loads of mad dials and like the equivalent of effect pedals and stuff. So it's a. That's what I find.
I love it.
And I'm just thinking about selling that for drugs. I don't even appreciate how cool it is. I'm like,
Well,
bet
not
I could
only
probably sell
well,
that for drugs.
What's it called? Is it a cyber sax?
Yeah, saxophone.
Cyber saxophone. And we're going to say that's worth 600 credits.
Fucking
So,
come
good
on.
Find. Good find. You find and it's signed by one of the artists as well.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, just keep in mind that's share. You got to share that shit.
No drugs in the bag, no?
I just put up.
No,
What?
the-
What kind of
there could have
fucking
been.
musician is this?
There could have been, but no, not this time.
So not a very good musician then.
He's forgotten his saxophone. He might have been high on drugs when he.
He might have done all the drugs, and that's why he forgot his
That's-
instrument.
Oh,
that's
I
why
could
he's
forgive.
left it.
I could forgive that. I could forgive that.
All right.
I found that we could sell
there's
this,
nothing-
boys.
nothing-
That's a wee bit of cash
nothing
in the
else
bank for us. I could definitely get 60 credits for that.
600.
60.
I know you said
600.
600, Dave, and yes, I
Oh,
did
sorry.
say 60 to them.
Got you. Sorry.
I mean, if you're gonna be like that, then I'm gonna stop leading and I'm gonna start looking for my own treasure. If that's how we're doing it.
But
fucking
Brian,
drug
you didn't
addict,
hear me
what do you
say
expect?
that. So you don't know what he's worth.
No, I know.
Nah, I was just joking.
Neither does he. Yeah, nobody knows what it's worth.
I've got no idea what it's worth. I look at it and I look and I
Yeah.
see all the flashy knobs and I think that must
You
be
see,
worth
it's signed
money.
as well. You see, it's
Yeah,
got
signed.
the artist's
That's
signature
worth
on
something
it.
to somebody.
Yeah, it's got to be worth something to somebody. That's all I know.
Okay, so
We need to get in this way.
we found that. Does anybody want to search the rest of the area? Or do we move on?
I think time is of the essence.
Well, we have 3 hours until they open.
We want to be gone before.
Reminds me, yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay. So, you said this door was a bit wedged open. I tested a little bit with
It's-
my hand to make sure it's not going to make a shit ton of noise if I push it open
It's
far
just
enough
been
for me to
left
move
open.
through.
Just before you move on, though, you can. Adrian, give us a presence check.
Okay.
That advert that's just popped up looks like the one that I sent out in Discord.
Good one. Not too bad.
All right, 15.
That's good.
As you're moving through the green room, obviously you're all being quiet because you don't know who's around. From this room, you Adrian, you swear you can hear like muffled sounds. There's like knocks every minute or two, and you can hear muffled voice. You can't hear what they're saying, but you can hear muffled, and they might be coming from this room.
Guys, I hear something.
I'm in here.
Don't know what exactly it is, but it looks like it's coming from the room next door or across this wall. Don't know what it is. It's muffled.
Go put my ear to
I'm
the
actually
wall.
gonna look. Well, not just that. I'm gonna look at the wall and see if there's a vent or any kind of way we can, rather than going around, just pass through into that room. Just out of curiosity.
And while he's looking, I'll just put my ear to the wall and cup my ear and see if I can get better acoustics on that sound. See if I can hear
Can't
it.
you just run your drone through the vent?
If there is one.
Depends on the size of it and stuff, but yeah.
You
maybe.
can't see an external vent on that room from where you are, because obviously the vent would need to be vented outside
Obviously,
of the
that'd be
building
too easy.
anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you the muffle sounds have stopped now, but you still hear the banging every now and again. Not loud bangs, because the walls are solid concrete, so they're quite thick.
Okay. So again, like I said, testing the door to make sure it's not going to make an excess amount of noise as I try and open it. And if it won't, then I open it.
Pushes open.
And move to this corner and take a look.
Give us a presence
Nikki,
check.
Nikki, you know better than that. You're visible there. You would be behind me. Come on, we've been on runs before. There you go. I've been trying my damnedest to try and teach this crew proper corporate infiltration techniques, and they're just not picking it up.
You're dealing with a drug-addled.
No, I was just trying to make sure the viewers could see the name, but never mind. Forget about me and the viewers, guys. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. I care about the viewers.
Hero, give us a presence
I need
check.
to make a presence check. I got it. Nope. Kid, look left. I don't know what that means. Try it again.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, baby.
So you're looking down this hall, and you see obviously there's a security door, and on the side of the wall next to the door there's a keypad, and it has authorized personnel only above the door.
Yeah.
Big sign, so people can't just come and go. And you recognize there's an emblem on the door, and you recognize that as the SecOps symbol.
Yeah.
Which tells you that is the security office.
Okay, guys, security office is ahead.
With another
We're gonna have to
biometric lock.
We're gonna
Biometric
have to
again.
go through them. There's a biometric lock. This is where Kateri. I mean, I know that Sand said he didn't want to massacre, but I don't count SecOps as massacre.
I don't count SecOps as human people. They don't count as people. ACAB.
Okay.
Oh, what's that D4 for?
D4 plus 3.
What was that about?
And he rolled maximum as well.
You might find out.
So we move up into position. I'm going to take a position in front of the door. Assuming the wall lets me.
I know what that rule
Oh,
is.
sorry, that was.
I know what that
was the
rule
wrong
was,
roll.
and it's because I've played too many games. I know what that rule was. I know what that rule was.
It was the wrong roll.
Oh, now it's secret.
It's how many rounds until something happens. That's what that rule. I'd bet money on it. It's how many rounds until something happens. That's what that rule was.
All right, Zach, do your magic.
Yep.
Okay, this time I'm going to use the Wayne hammer.
Yeah, get it nice and quick.
Are you going to inform me that it's going to be a lot faster this time?
What can I say? Big Daddy doesn't have a lot of time to spare.
Okay.
All right, and I'd like to spend... I'm going to save my glitch.
You can re-roll when you fail with glitches as well as reducing difficulty,
Yeah.
so you can use it a couple of different ways.
Reroll, you can reduce difficulty or you can maximize damage.
Which is the best use of it, like, it really is.
Nope.
Nope.
Your hack doesn't work this time. It spits it back. It's a bit more of a tougher lock this because it's SecOps office. You tap it away and you nearly get through, but right at the end there's just a line of code that you just miss.
There's no way that.
Fortunately, it doesn't set any alarms off.
Should I try it again, folks?
I just wonder, as a gearhead, as a guy that deals with the more mechanical side of things, do I know anything about this type of door, and that there is actually a secret way that I can compromise it by taking the right screws out, or there's a panel that if you tap it the right way it'll actually come off and you can get to the screws, and then if you take out these screws in the right order, then you put your finger in and you click this little thing up, you can actually manually override the lock and open the door.
So something like that's going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try and take the actual door lock to pieces,
something like that, or some mechanism that disables the lock.
You can
or
attempt
I can just
it.
blow the door down.
Or you could just blow the door down. Not like
the
that
door
idea.
with the what is it you've got? Your plasma cannon.
The heavy
whatever it
laser
is.
cannon. Yeah.
Laser cannon.
I mean, as
The
soon as,
tank killer.
as soon as I see you looking at that cannon and looking at a door, I'll take a step back.
Well, right now it's on my back. I'm not actually. I don't
okay.
have it in my hands right now, but I'm like, I could just take it down.
Well, I'm looking at the mechanisms and the hinges and stuff, and seeing if there's a weak spot, if I can get in mechanically to do a thing. If that gun's going to be a lot quicker, then maybe that is the right way to do it. But I don't know. I think mine's a long shot. I don't think there's going to be a way that I can do that. Dave says with time. It's up to you.
Well, we haven't been found yet, so might as well take the time.
I'll tend to do something gear-wise, mechanically wise, to bypass the locking mechanism, to disable the locking mechanism. Okay. So basically, let's say that there's a panel that they use to maintain these doors to grease the lock. So there's a little panel that you can get like a grease nozzle in to then pump grease into it for the actual mechanical part of the lock, because although the thing's digital, it then has like a deadbolt that's mechanical, so there is a mechanical operation there somewhere. So I've got knowledge of this through my junkie friend who's a door engineer, and he told me that if you actually stick in a little Allen key into that grease nozzle instead and then tilt it at a certain angle, you can actually pop this bolt out. The bolt drops, and then if you flick the key the right way, the bolt falls to the right side, and then boom, the whole lock falls apart. Yada 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 yada.
Give me I would call that a knowledge check, I think.
Aye, I would agree.
DR of 12 standard.
So where's skills? Oh, it's here, knowledge.
Next to your, yeah.
I'd like to
Oh!
spend a glitch and re-roll it.
Okay.
I will re-roll that. There we go.
Nice. There you go. So it's going to take you a good 10-15 minutes this, as you fiddle about and you do exactly what you've just described to everyone. And you're safe. Yeah, nothing happens, and you can still hear noises from this room, but they're so muffled that it's not. It's almost like you have to really strain to listen to hear it. It's almost as if this room has been really, really heavily soundproof.
Right, aye.
That usually
But yeah,
happens for a reason.
You tick away this door, and describe to me when the door snaps open. You put the Allen key in, and
Basically, you just pop it in and it just. So you hear a thing like rattle and fall down within the mechanism, and then half a second later you hear like a little slide, a little click, and a drop, and then just like the whole lock, just like I just like grab the whole lock and just take it off, and the whole lock just physically comes off.
So the way you've done that, it doesn't automatically open this door, but you hear the door, like you hear the locking mechanisms disengage, so you'd have to manually slide it open. It's not. You've sort of taken it off the automatic.
I've unlocked it, but we've not
channel
opened
to
it.
open it. Yeah, basically. So you need to open the door if you're going in.
Okay, it should open now. Right, I'll give it a push. Try a push first.
It's a slide. Is it a slide? It's on a hinge, so it'll probably swing open. Swings open. The door swings open, and the room opens up to you. And in the room, there are 4. Where are they?
Oh.
There are 4 SecOps guys just chilling out, just talking, and and also there is a random office worker who's just cleaning up his desk. They turn to you. One of them's got a coffee in his hand, and he dropped, "Fuck, what the fuck?" And immediately they jump to action. And guess what, guys?
Roll initiative.
We're going into
that
combat.
It is initiative in this game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty
so
easy.
we roll a d6. 1 to 3. The NPCs go first, and 4 to
No.
1 to 3.
No, that's Mothership. It's agility in this game, isn't it? Or the equivalent
No,
of...
it's 1 to 6.
Initiative.
He's right.
Is
yeah.
it?
1 to 3, the enemies go first, or the PCs act first, or you could do individual, which is agility plus d6.
No, you're right. I'm getting it the other way around. Yeah, you're right.
Rolled for us.
What
Oh,
did
you
you
got
get?
He rolled for us.
What did you get?
Well, I
He rolled a
first.
4.
It should be on the chat party initiative.
Yeah,
for
we go
PC
first.
Zach first.
Well done, Brian. I know, I was thinking of the other way
Oh,
around.
let me
I had that wrong.
reset, and then. Oh. Right. How the fucking hell would I do this now? I should have just swapped them all over. I'll tell you what, let me do this. Right. Oh, I can't, it won't let me swap.
Delete it and start again.
Change.
Let me reset initiative. Do another one. No.
You need to roll 4 or higher though.
Did it not count when I rolled it? Do you have to roll it?
I think we rolled at the same time. There we go. I've done it. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So you're acting first. So Adrian, I don't think you've played this, have you?
No,
I don't roll on attack. You roll your attacks.
Okay.
And I roll for
To defend.
Um,
You roll defend,
Is it
don't
reaction?
I think you really don't roll.
to defend.
I don't roll anything, do I? No.
No, yeah.
That's right,
You
yeah.
hit or miss.
That's right. When you attack us, we're rolling to defend.
You-
That's
you
right.
roll
Yeah,
to
you
defend,
don't
so-
roll anything in combat.
You
Also,
need to-
movement is largely area/zone based. It's not so much about distance.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to treat this room as a zone.
Right.
And you'll need to target which one you're attacking, yada yada yada, all that sort of stuff. So you have T.
So
Attack
I was
away,
waiting for
boys.
the door to be open. So you guys want me to go first? It's got me first anyway.
Definitely want you to
Who
go first.
Anyway,
has,
sorry,
who
yeah, it's got the
has
hero
the
first.
flashbangs?
Flashbangs would be a problem for us right now too.
Not if we close the door. Like toss it in,
He's got the
close.
flashbangs.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got 2 flashbangs. Can I fire them both at the same time, Dave?
That wouldn't be helpful.
2 actions.
You don't think it would make a difference?
Yeah.
I don't. Does,
No,
does that-
he's right. I think. I don't think it would actually matter.
No, doesn't make a difference.
No, I'm just trying to find where they
Just
are.
be wasteful. Okay.
62, I think it is.
I could do a flashbang and then just shut the door again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then we just go in and bomb them.
Okay, flashbang says test toughness of 4 or plus 4 DR for D4 rounds. What?
What page is it on?
64.
So they've got to pass a toughness test. If they fail the toughness test, the DR to hit them is...
They don't have toughness though. They've only got reaction and morale.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, when an enemy has to make a save, essentially, they just roll a flat d20.
Yeah.
Unless
Is that what it
their
is?
Stats, yeah, unless their stats say otherwise.
So if you throw a flashbang in,
Yep.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Did you say 62?
says-
I'm not even seeing flashbang.
64.
Oh,
64. Near the bottom.
Oh, it's under weapons. Gotcha.
And if you fail that, then it's either... I'm interpreting that as it's either they've got +4 on their... Or, yeah, we've got a -4 on our difficulty to hit them and difficulty to defend against them. -4 DR, yeah.
Yeah.
Kill your friends. Look at the ad bot that just popped up. Don't kill your
So
friends.
Here's the issue with the flashbang. It's kind of up to Dave at this point, but flashbang doesn't specifically say it affects a number of targets. So I would say it affects a zone.
100%.
I'm gonna say if you throw a flashbang in there, it's gonna affect even the
Right.
staff member that's just cleaning his desk.
Right.
It's gonna definitely have an effect.
But it's going to hit Nikki too. Unless he.
Nah,
moves
because
back.
I'm going to open the door, I'm going to see them, and I'll go, oh shit, I'm going to grab the flashbang, throw it, and then I'm going to shut the door behind me.
To me, it looks like you're already in there.
Yeah, but I'm going to go, I'm going to take one step in, see the guys, grab the grenade, and I've still got my hand on the door. I'm going to launch the grenade, and I'm just going to, bye-bye, shut the door again. So I've took one step in, my hand's still on the door, I'm going to go, oh shit, throw the flashbang, and then shut the door again and take the one step back out.
And it says on the weapon, Brian, sorry to tap you up for this, +4 DR for 4 rounds. So the toughness, am I just saying that it's a 12 difficulty?
Yeah, so basically you're just
20.
going to have to roll 5d20.
Yes, or 4. Well, we're going to leave the...
Or do it
And
one at
we're
a
gonna
time,
shoot-
right? What,
The
we're
guy
just going to
doesn't want
assume
any
that they're
trouble.
flashbanged, right?
And what was the difficulty on it?
So
It said
then-
12.
If it's successful, then their attempts to hit us, we have... There's basically a +4, -4
Difficulty
bonus.
reduction. Yeah.
Then for whatever they're doing.
Right,
Yeah.
For attacking
Okay, so
them,
you
and
attack,
I
you
imagine
get-
it's
you
for us
get a
attacking them,
Takes
and
4 off, yeah.
for defending
Right.
against them as well, I imagine.
Correct. Yeah.
But it's not your turn yet, though, Keyfix. It's
Nope.
Hero's turn.
Well, again, I think we can act in any order.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you
Yeah.
swap?
We can
Okay.
swap, yeah. It's just parties now.
It's
Party
party
initiative,
initiative, so we
yeah.
can go in whatever order we want.
So I'm going first. So I'm going to go, oh shit.
So you're...
Well, I opened
gonna
the
throw
door
the
that initiated
flashbang.
the combat, so I'm already kind of going first by default, aren't I?
Yeah.
So I open the door,
I'll
I'm
make
like,
this roll
oh
quickly.
shit! I pull the flashbang out my pocket, I pop the thing, launch it,
Yeah.
shut the door behind me, and take a step back. Step back 5 feet, hero, so that I can do that. What was the difficulty
You
on
told me
that?
it's-
On the save? Was it a 12 or a 14?
12.
3 of them saved, bastard.
It only, yeah, 'cause
So-
3 of them literally see you throwing it, and the guy in front that gets the brunt
Yeah.
of the flash.
And to be clear,
So
we
the-
wouldn't have gotten a bonus to attack them anyway. It's a bonus for us to defend against them. That's what
Oh,
the
is it?
+4 DR
Right,
is.
okay.
But Oliver, you need to roll, since you threw it, you should roll a d4 to see how many rounds the 1 is affected.
Oh, okay. Three.
Also, you need to move back because you moved out of the room and closed
Yep,
the door.
you need
so
to step
weren't
back
hit
5
by-
feet so that I can.
Now I'd ask somebody else to go first to open the door for me so I don't have to take an action to open the door, but, you know.
Let's say which one is. It's this guy. 1 sec.
Anybody else want to go next?
Done my thing.
Anybody else?
Anybody putting their hands up to go?
Or are you
Can
going to let me put a boot on the
No.
door and just move at the same time
Alright.
while I'm attacking?
Or I'll just roll a d3.
Yeah.
I'll make one of you go.
I'll
Can
go-
I?
go
Can
up and-
I? What are you saying, Zero?
I'll open door. Go.
Okay.
Go. Yeah, go. Take your action. Open the door, move in, do what you're going to do.
Now the thing is, like, if I'm opening the door, is that my action there, or?
I'm gonna have to say yes because I mean, it's a quick action in most games.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would allow. Since the
Yeah,
door's not locked or anything, I would allow the opening
Yeah,
of the door with
You
a
could
move.
just push it open with your movement. Yeah.
All right.
Aye, because you only have to put your
And
shoulder
again, you
against
can
the door to
basically
open it with
place
your movement,
yourself anywhere in that room that you want to,
because it's a zone.
because it's a zone.
I'll just... So do I just click attack, or?
Target them
So
first, I
target
think.
the one you want. Target the one you're
Yeah,
targeting.
I'm targeting. I hit attack. Nothing happened.
Let me see your sheet. Have you got your weapon?
Is your weapon equipped?
Should be equipped. Now that just unequipped it.
Right. So if you press attack on the ancient revolver, are you attacking him with the revolver or are you attacking him with the baseball bat?
I'm attacking him with a revolver.
So click attack.
I
No
did,
mercy
and,
for a
like,
cop.
nothing happened.
You don't get a pop-up window with like some
You
options.
sh-
No, all I got is an ad that's like blocking
you
everything.
gotta
Oh,
keep getting past
you
that.
have to
Got to get
close the
past
ad
the ad. That's
and do
part
it
of the
again.
fun.
That's
Yeah, you just
intentional.
got hit by the pop-up. Yeah.
That's literally there to troll you.
Yep.
Want to pay off your what?
If you got another ad, close
There
it
we-
and hit the
Okay,
attack
there we
button
go.
again.
Yeah, it's basically trolling you. I've not had one yet. That's
It's so
fucking
good.
funny. Oh, Hyun!
What we get? Sorry. Oh,
you got a nat 20.
So that's a nat 20. I think is it maximum
Double
damage or double
damage, and the target's armor is reduced
double
a
damage
tier.
and their armor is reduced.
Wow, nice.
Boom.
With the crit,
So double damage.
with love from Russia. Boom.
And what's the damage of?
He rolled 12.
As we done it.
12.
12
Well, I mean,
damage.
It's 12 total. Yeah.
Yeah, it's automatically rolled it.
And my guy's armored, but that doesn't matter.
It reduces one
Well,
tier
it
as
does.
well.
The armor still pops off once, but then it gets reduced one tier.
Yeah, I mean, explain to me how you.
Well, I mean, if the math is he's just blown away, then he's just blown away.
He is blown away.
Yeah,
Explain what
okay.
happens, Adrian. Tell me what you do.
And Zero just kicks through the door, points his gun at the closest guy he sees, and just eviscerates him.
Nice.
So yeah, you just blam. This ancient pistol that you're carrying is still deadly. It's still pretty handy.
Yeah.
So bang! It makes a loud noise. So
if it's okay with Zach's, Hero will move go now.
Fucking Dirty Harry over here, eh?
If it goes,
So
Nicky's gone, Zero's gone,
Hero's
going to
gonna go.
Hero's up.
All right. So Hero charges into the room, does a rolling dive past all of them, turns around, and unloads with his twin submachine guns that he's just purchased.
Nice.
Which one's he shooting
we'll
at?
We'll target the first one first.
Alrighty.
Attack. Auto fire, because it has to be. My DR is reduced by 1 because I have auto fire expert.
Nice.
And no weak points, no targets. Do they have armor? I can put it in there to where it does it automatically.
They do have a minus. It says
1d2, 1d4.
1d2, yeah. D2.
Yeah, you can make it automatically, like, integrate it.
Adjust for the armor, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Is that in that
Is
one?
that a 1?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna spend a glitch. I'm gonna spend a glitch.
Oh.
sake. Okay, so you can just delete that. We're gonna try that again.
Oh, we're gonna go with that again.
Unbelievable.
Who did you buy him off?
That's a bit better.
That was so close. That was so close on my end to a 1.
Nice dice, Brian.
What we got?
Good choice.
So damage 1d6. That's 2 target armor. So you didn't inflict any damage, but
No.
is that right? You
But-
reduced his armor.
Yeah, no, that's correct. I didn't
Yeah.
inflict any damage. But I did hit, so now I'll go with my second auto fire attack against the next guy in line.
Brup.
Still 11, still D2.
Unlucky.
Okay, that's a miss. So, because I missed, auto fire stops, right? That's how auto fire works. You get a
So it's
maximum
like
of 3
the-
hits.
The rolling
Yep.
thing, sort of. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, got you. Yeah.
But after,
Maybe
if
it's
you
because
hit
you're
3
not used
times,
to these little weapons.
it's done.
Max of 3.
Yeah, they're new to me, right? I'm still getting a
Yeah.
feel for them.
You're used to these big fucking stupid plasma cannons.
I do love how in the
Not-
icon
not-
there's a little ×2 because it's too small.
There you go. 2 small SMGs.
Just so
that is your
everybody's
turn,
aware,
so-
that's not actually dual wielding. That is a weapon type. 2 small SMGs. They just
So it's
do
got, like,
D6
2.
auto fire. Yeah.
The way I see that miss is because you're so used to massive recoil from your massive
That's it.
weapon.
Oh
It-
yeah.
It just went.
Well, no,
and
it's
you
a,
just,
it's a
like,
heavy
dropped it
laser.
down.
I essentially ripped a heavy laser turret off of some like tank.
Aye, so
And
it's a
that's what
very.
I have converted.
Aye.
It's very heavy. It's
Very
just
heavy.
not. It doesn't have recoil. It's a laser. Okay, that's my turn. So that's
Your
that's
turn.
Zach's.
Zax, you're up.
Get rid of my targeting there.
All right, so we have a couple of folks left.
3 left
Three,
still.
to be exact.
Still 3 left, yeah.
Okay.
Get rid of this guy.
Can't
I
believe he got his
have-
max armor off of that. Sucks.
T error. Let's see how T error does us.
Oh, this is your other
we doing?
app, isn't it?
Yep.
So I
This is
think
one where
that's
they can
works kind of
make
like an
people
attack.
mad.
So you might want to target somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can target a group, right?
What does it say?
Targets RCD renders. So no, it's you're targeting residual visual thing that they've got on the head. Like what if they've got something in their head or
One
wearing
target.
an optic thing? It's one target.
All right. So I'm going to target the one closest to hero because hopefully it'll get him to like 3 stooge into the other 2. See if we can pull this one off. Knowledge.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
So I've now got. So you're targeting this guy.
This one.
I take
Yeah. And
it. I need to make a DR14.
Steve.
So yeah, just a D20 roll.
It's not Nicky Fix. Yeah, it's a.
Aha.
There you go. So you
Nice stuff, Dustin.
jump on your little cyber deck and you start this app up, and the image that comes, this guy just starts screaming. He's got his mask on, he's got his visor down, but you just see him just having absolute nightmares, and he's screaming. He just drops to the floor, and he is unable to act. 4 rounds.
Yep.
So we're going to say this guy is frightened and paralyzed.
all right.
One less do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we got to take out the other 2.
So this guy, because he's just seen you, Zax attack his friend,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to move in. He's going to target you.
This is the flashbang guy. Or no?
No.
Oh, shit,
Flashbang
yes.
Guy went down.
Yeah, the flashback guy died. Sorry, yeah,
Oh,
he got shot.
Yeah, he got shot and died, didn't he?
He's dead as disco. So you need to make a defense roll with a DR12.
Yep. I believe that's agility, right?
No,
You should have
you actually have a
defense in
defense
your-
button on your combat tab.
Yeah, there's
combat.
on
Oh,
combat. There's a
defend.
defend button.
And you
Combat.
can set the DR.
I think it
which
is based
normally
off
set to
agility. though.
12, which is what it is. You can also set
Okay.
the damage of the incoming attack
Uh,
if he wants to tell it to us. Otherwise,
It's
So-
just
D2.
D2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
D2. Okay, so DR is 12. D2, defend!
Yes.
Nice.
Good defense.
Oh, nice.
I literally
you
just
dodged
glitch
it.
out of whatever his attack is.
So good things
These
can
g-
happen on a crit success on a defend as well. So that's why it's
These
helpful to roll
guys-
for those two.
Are carrying tasers, and that's what shot at you. But the prongs just zip past you and just slam into the wall, and he starts to quickly jam in another cartridge.
And he's right next to Zero.
He is. Our man is down for this round.
Yeah,
So
he's
it's
down.
this geezer. And again, this one's going to go after Hero. So DR 12 D2 damage.
Oh, get a 0.5 coerce a friend discount. Our little secret. Watch them here. Close that. Nope, got another one. Grab your very own Northam clone. It clones are us. No thanks.
I've not
Try
had
again.
one yet. I really need to get one so my
No!
viewers
Are
can
you
see it.
worried that they are watching? Nope, try it again. There we go. All right,
Do
so
you want
said
some
they're doing
Viagra?
D2.
Hey,
It's D2
that,
damage.
Save that clone for me. The coupon clone.
Oh, you dodged. Oh no. Why is it
No,
not?
he got me.
Yeah, rolled a
There we
10.
go.
So my armor popped
Um,
off. Oh, look
your
at that
armor
armor
pops
roll.
off. Yeah. So you got your D4. So the prongs do land in your armor, but it nullifies the effects of the.
The prongs hit my
tasers.
armor and spark, and I just literally grab them and rip them out and throw them to the side.
Yes.
So that's, all right. Do we re-roll initiative every round, or does it carry on as it is in Cyborg? I can't remember.
I think it probably
we
carries on. I'll double
Yeah.
check though, real quick. Let's just carry on for now, but I'll double check it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just make it up as you go.
That's true.
So,
What was
I
the
think the
question?
basic
What was the
idea,
question?
though, is
Is
it's
initiative
one-off.
re-rolled every round? I think it is. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna
I think I
don't
remember.
re-roll it.
I think I remember when I was playing Pirate Borg. I think it was re-rolled
Pirate
every
Borg is
every round.
re-rolled.
I think
remember
it was
Phil
every
re-rolling.
round.
It's
Yeah.
a similar
You
system.
got to keep in mind differences between games. I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain this one is not re-roll.
No.
Like as
But
now.
I'm checking.
It's either or. Like combat, the only reference to combat is on page 82, and it
I've decided.
doesn't tell you.
Wave's decided.
Okay,
So
decided.
That's it. That's how you do it. You decide.
This guy's got. I mean, there's only two that can act.
that's the
So,
joys of being games master. You don't really need to look up a rule. You can just go.
That's
"I've
true.
decided."
This one's
That
going to
is
go after
very true.
Zero. Zero, give us a defend roll.
All right. And
So long as it doesn't break the game in that one.
okay, cool.
100%
No
doesn't
pop
it?
up.
You've got a pop up.
No pop up this time.
Oh, no pop
Oh,
up.
that's a good roll.
Oh, there you go.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Come on.
These guys are doing shockingly bad. Yeah,
Good.
the prongs zip past you. Absolutely. You
I
dodge
f-
them.
I feel like we might actually be worth what we're getting paid for at this point.
And this guy's same again for you, Brian. This guy's top.
Okay.
My guy over here, this poor little office worker's just cowering in the
Browning
corner.
in
I
his pants.
I don't see anything. Yeah.
I remember the D2. That's handy.
Yes.
No. Sorry, my friend.
Go. Zip. Yeah,
He's
no
at
problem
close
there.
range to me too, so he pulls it up and I just bat his hand away as he fires. Or no, I
Alright.
bat it away with my SMG. I'm doing gun fu over here.
Yes. You
Equilibrium.
better.
Gun catter. You sure go, Brian. Saying.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start with that guy who's trying to hit me.
And are you using your SMGs or are you?
T
I just
injection
roll a D20.
1, anti-chamber 5. I don't know what that means. Alright, try it again. Here we go. Target armor is still D2, still attack DR 11. Yep, let's go. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh
That's
no!
Unlucky, mate.
Oh no! These SMGs
I'm-
aren't doing you any favors.
Yeah, they're not. I'm gonna keep aiming at him.
Mm-hmm.
Replicant inorganic food. Buy yours today. No, thank you. I'm getting hit by a lot of these. There's another one. Are your implants rejecting rogue nanoclusters? Nope. Get out of my way. Here we go.
Yes.
Boy.
That's more like it, mate.
He takes 3. Okay, that's not bad.
3 damage.
So, 1 damage with his armor.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Let's back it up. Don't take that off of him. My first shot missed. That means auto fire's over. What am I doing? Delete that second attack.
Got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
auto
only
fire's
get the
done.
second
I need to
attack when
remember
you get
that.
the first, too.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Zax.
that's me.
Yeah,
Might be
Zax, you're up.
switching to a melee weapon.
All right, so this guy is fighting Zero. I'm gonna pull out my 9mm and shoot him.
Blam.
Is that this one here?
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
And you miss. Bang. You
I look
fired
at
around
Zero.
The sound.
I look at Zero and I wave my gun and I'm like, sorry.
Oh, why is it? I wonder why it's not doing the sounds of the weapons.
Some of
It
them
did the sound
may
for
not
me.
be set up. Oh, you heard it? I heard.
heard.
I'm hearing my SMGs too.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing
Maybe
them.
it's
That's
Maybe we only
it's
hear our
for the
own
player.
weapons. Yeah.
Yep. That's
Possibly,
that might
yeah.
be a setting thing
Yeah.
in the table. So, but yeah, let's just keep going.
yeah. Keep going. Yep. So you miss. You're not moving or anything, Zax. You staying where you are.
Yeah, no, I'm just holding my position and unless I can give Zero an advantage by rushing up there.
Nicky Fix, you're up.
Nikki, do it.
What?
Take him. Take him
He's just tripping out.
to the limit one more time.
I think
Take it to the limit.
So I think I'm just going to pull out the pulse rifle and just take aim at this fella here and shoot at him. So what was it? His armor is D2. And I have an auto fire option on this. Let's go. Yeah, I heard my gun there.
You miss.
It's a miss, but I'm going to
Yeah,
spend.
I'm not hearing it. It must be.
I'm going to spend a
Bro.
glitch. I'm going to spend a glitch, and I'm going to try that again.
Okay.
Does it still use another ammo if I do that, though? Because that'll be automated.
No. You don't roll ammo until the end of combat
Ah, okay.
in which you use your weapon.
Okay.
There you go.
With the exception of if you roll a critical fail, which has a possibility. One of the possible critical fails is your weapon is out of ammo. They're not all
blows
your
up.
weapon explodes like mine rolled.
Yeah. I'm not going to spend my
Can you
last.
imagine
glitch.
if I let that go and just like,
I know.
oh, both guns exploded in my hands. I have no hands.
On your first use.
I'm not going to spend my last glitch. I'm going to save it. So I'm going to take the L, and I'm going to take some steps back.
All right, Zero.
All right. Zero is going to drop his revolver and pull his bat and swing on him. Okay, go.
Time to go full Negan. Oh, unlucky.
Aww.
He's swing and a miss. He's
It,
he's standing his ground. This one. He's
I mean,
fucking ready to go, but he's dodged that.
we thought we were doing pretty good at the beginning, and now we're not.
It started well. Second
Yeah.
round, not so good.
You know what? We'll get him in next round.
We will.
Suck up, guys, again.
Okay.
All right, so this guy's gonna go after Zero. Make a defend roll.
All right. Will I? Ooh, no. Oh,
Buy the glitch if you've got one, mate.
I will burn a glitch.
Well, you've got armor, so you don't take any damage. But I'm gonna say
Yeah.
your armor gets reduced because
Okay, you know
it
what?
was a fumble. Or you could spend the glitch to re-roll it. It's up to you,
Mm,
because that's what the glitches are for. But if you choose to take that roll, I am going to reduce your
Yeah.
armor.
Honestly,
just
it was a
reduce the armor. That's
it was a
Yeah.
fumble.
it did its job.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Uh,
it's been used well.
glitches can be more important than armor.
Yeah. It's
Mhm. You can do more with it.
yeah. So yeah, I'll take it as it is.
Okay.
Did it automatically drop your armor, or do you need to go into your sheet to do it? You might want to look.
I'm going into the sheet, so it's a D4.
So it's gonna drop down. I can do it. It'll drop down to a D2.
D2. Yep.
Yes. Yeah,
Alright.
that's it.
Alright, it's done.
Alrighty. So yeah, these things ping, and he keeps his finger on the trigger as he presents it, and it fizzes, and you can feel it coming through. So you snap one of the
No.
plates off,
That's,
and
yeah,
that's
nice.
what reduces the armor. Are you moving anywhere, or are you staying where you are?
No, I'm staying where I am.
All right, my man's out of action. All right, this guy's going after you again, hero.
Yep.
Make a
Worried about your
defend roll,
children's future
please.
after you're gone? Funeral pride? No. Get out of here.
I've not had one yet.
Helix Renegade, murder your growth. Nope.
I think my ad blocker is
Okay.
blocking that. It's no, because it's not an ad. It's a thing in Foundry. Yeah.
You'll get one. I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
I've not had one.
I mean, I have ad blockers too, so.
Yeah.
Okay, 0 damage. Again, same deal. Like, he hits my plates.
Could you just go ahead and take out the guy before he gets up?
I'm switching weapons. Don't worry about it.
Bear with me a sec.
Ooh. Oh, is that morale
So-
check? Was it?
Yeah, so this guy and this guy, they suddenly look round and they know they're beat because he's on the ground, he's over here with his head blown off, and they're literally like, right, we don't have any trouble. This is it. We'll just do what you came to do. We'll stay out of your way.
Looks to
And
me
both-
like they do want trouble. That's a stand strong.
So-
Yeah, no, they've passed their morale check, Dave.
That's up to you.
Oh, sorry, sorry. No, what was the roll?
You
Six.
rolled
A six?
2d6 and it came up 6 and it says Sec up stands strong. So it looks like they've passed the morale
Oh.
check.
Well, 4 to 6 here says it's surrender.
On a 2d6.
Yeah. A morale roll. It says roll morale if half the group is eliminated or lone
You
enemy has low
combine the
HP.
2d6s, so it would be like 3 each.
Yeah, 3 and 3. Yeah. So
Yeah, so that's
4 to 6,
individual.
they surrender.
Oh, I see. Each one should have rolled a single d6, is what you're saying.
And if they roll a
Yeah,
4
and
to
then the
6.
two of them can. Yeah, the two
Now-
Oh,
combined come up to the
I've
6.
just
Aye.
rolled it for one of
And
these
now-
people, but I'm doing it as it's active for both of them.
Aye, so do they roll 2d6 each?
It should do, but I'm doing it individually. But that's saying Secop stands strong.
So, I mean, if your
If the-
notes say that on a roll of 6 that they give up, then they give up, right?
No,
They give up.
no.
So my morale says
But here's the
if
thing.
you
Right?
roll-
Wait. I think I've worked it out.
Oh,
I think I've worked it out. I think I've
over
worked it
the
out.
enemies.
If they roll 4 to
It's over the
6
enemies.
on the dice, you didn't roll any 4s to 6s. You rolled 2 3s.
Yeah, that's,
I was
that's what
thinking
I'm
of the
saying.
numbers.
You rolled
I've got
2
you,
3s.
okay.
You didn't
Well,
roll any 4s to
well,
6s.
on
You rolled 2
this-
3s.
No, I've read it wrong. On this, if you roll over the enemy's morale, I think that's for morale checks for you guys. I've done it for these.
PCs don't make
These
morale
two.
checks.
Well, they've got a morale button, believe it or not.
PCs don't
No,
make morale checks in any
NPCs
game.
do. We don't.
Oh, PCs don't.
Yeah, PCs don't.
Yeah.
Not in
So
any
that's
game.
The reaction. So morale 2d6. If you roll over the enemy's morale, d6 1 to 3 flees, 4 to 6
So-
surrenders. So I'm wondering if it's doing it for the 2 that are left in combat.
Well,
Their
here's the
morale
thing.
is
if,
7.
If you look at yeah, their morale is 7, so a 6 would have failed regardless.
Yeah.
or rather, if you roll over, they run. So that's why it stood strong. It could be that what you're looking at for the because you're looking at their stats in the adventure, right?
I'm
Not
looking at it
in
on that thing. Well, that's why I'm saying, because you do have.
Wait, in the back of the book.
Where is it?
Always, also
Yeah.
remember, you're the games master. If you decide to
Oh, no,
surrender,
that's-
just surrender.
You're looking at just the basic morale. If if you roll over the enemy's morale, so if you roll over their morale, then you roll a d6 to see what they do. Right? So a generic SecOp morale is 7, which is why the table is telling you they stood
And
strong
you rolled
because
6,
they
you've
didn't
rolled
fail.
under.
It's actually 8 on these two guys.
rolled
Oh, okay,
under.
got
Okay.
you, got you.
You've rolled under
My
it.
So
bad, my bad.
if you roll over 8,
Okay.
then you would roll a d6 to see
see
what they
what
do.
happens.
So technically,
They've
it's your
passed.
call, but these guys are still in it according
Yeah,
to the
they
dice.
passed.
Yeah, they are. They are. Let me get rid of him. Mind you, he's technically still going.
Yeah, this is that guy's 3rd round, I
He's got
think.
one more
down.
round.
Yeah. Whose go was it? I can't remember whose go it was.
Oh yeah,
Hero.
he's got the next round.
I don't know, I've not
It
went
was
yet in
Hero's
this round.
turn. And then this the SecOps attacked
Yeah, I
you.
think.
You shrugged it off.
Yeah.
And then we went round. I think it's Hero. I think you're next. I think.
Hero's
Oh,
been
I'll tell you
attacked.
the tracker, won't it? Oh no, Hero, you defended.
Mhm.
So
the
there
two
was only
sec-
those two.
the two
so,
SecOps have had their
so-
turn.
That was
so
the two
it's now-
guys, so now we're on
now
our
PCs,
actions.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I think Hero, you were top of the list.
sure, I'll go. I'm gonna use my. Obviously, my SMG is there on slings, right? So I just let him drop, and I pull out my mono sword, and I'm gonna attack this guy with my mono sword. Body count, iced tea, now available. Nope, don't want any. I can't even read that. The font is weird. Don't want any of that either. Nope. I don't need Blaze Blade replica swords. I'm pulling out one. Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't get the DR reduction.
I
For
love
this
that Ice
guy,
Tea
but
and
it's
body
also
count
not
still
auto
exist in
fire.
this universe. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's still married to that same woman as well.
I just can't hit anybody.
None of us
Like,
can.
I'm supposed to be the fighter, and I just can't hit anybody.
Them's the rolls, man. Them's the rolls.
Yes, them's the rules.
Yep.
Guess
I
guess we didn't have our morning coffee. Still waking
Yeah.
up.
Something.
Or your Weetabix in the UK. It was after Brian. I think it was Zach's.
Was it? I don't know.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Zach's 0. Actually, no, it's not. It's Nicky 6.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get
Yeah,
that.
Nicky. So Nicky Fix.
I will. Nicky Fix, not Nicky Six. That's the drummer from
Oh,
Motley
Nicky
Crue, or that's
Six.
somebody in
It is.
Motley Crue. It's not the drummer because that's probably Lee, but it's somebody in Motley Crue. I think it's the guitarist.
That's right.
It is,
Anyway, fucking who cares about Motley Crue?
Get him. Get him.
I think I've still got him targeted.
Yep.
Hot fire is on. Brap, 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 brap. That's a hit.
Sweet. So for 7 damage.
7 damage.
And he's got his armor.
And I get to
Which
make another
is-
attack because of the rap.
D2. So that yeah, he's this guy's riddled with bullets.
Did
Is it blood coming out of his mouth and he drops
Now-
to his knees?
with the. Can I shoot a different person with the automatic fire? Can I use it on somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
You absolutely can. You can
Yeah, 'cause you
change
just
targets as much as you
Peppering
want.
him,
Okay.
turning
Yep.
round and peppering him.
Oh, I finally got one of the ads. Well, that's so fucking funny, man. I love that. What a beautiful touch.
Your viewers will see that as well because
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
see him on my.
That's why I was so desperate to get one, mate.
That's why I'm starting to read them out before I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's why I was so desperate
I mean,
to get one. I hadn't had
You
one.
see the automatic one?
Oh, there's another one.
In the chat.
There's another one, look. That's fucking brilliant. I actually
That's
love
so
that.
funny. I saw somebody walk into somebody's screen, and I thought it was in my room. I was like, "Why did I? That's not me."
It's another 7 damage.
Who was you shooting with that one, mate? Sorry.
This
Was it
one. I've targeted them.
This one.
No,
Oh,
this
that
one
one.
I've targeted them.
All right, so 7 damage. That's taken into his armor. Has it? Is that taking his armor off? No.
It
No.
doesn't look like he's. I don't think, Oliver, you have their armor
Sorry.
listed.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Again,
So they get a D2.
another one.
Oh, okay.
Blooded. He's not. These guys are not well.
Okay, so I'm going to use my third attack to shoot this guy. Because as long as you hit, you make a third one, right?
I mean, he's on the floor. He's in screaming fits, panicking. So
Yeah.
you can have change the difficulty rating to 8 if you can drop that
Yeah.
low.
Yeah, because it drops it by D4, I guess. Like,
Drop
yeah,
it by
take him out
4.
before he gets up. Take him out before the effect wears off.
And I'll put his armor in this time.
It'll hit.
You just
No,
miss
that's
on
a
that
miss.
one.
Just missed by 1.
He's minus 1.
Because I've got
Ping, ping,
minus
ping,
1.
just before his body, and he doesn't even care. He doesn't even know.
Not going to use my last glitch in it. I'm going to save it. But I'm also going to move into the room.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I would have had to move to use to shoot that guy anyway. I was back here. So I'm going to move into the room up next to this guy, ready to finish him off in the next round if he's still there.
Alrighty. Zach's next.
I'd like to move into the room, and I'd like to target that guy.
There you go.
Come on.
Guy on the floor.
Yeah.
Finish him off. No mercy.
Just walk
I'm
up to
gonna-
him, plug him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I do that? Can I just coup d'etat?
Yeah.
All right.
You're still gonna have
Well-
to roll. I'm gonna make you roll, but it's can you drop down to a D6? I don't know because you're that close to it.
To
To
a
a six-
DR6.
to DR6?
Probably. I think you can
Probably.
set it whatever
I
you
think you
want.
can
to.
manually set the DR, yeah.
So DR6.
You can, yeah. Just change it to 6.
Then, like... All right.
Blah blam.
So I'm just like, all right, stop screaming.
Wow. That's how you get somebody to
So,
stop screaming.
That
You
is one way
ventilate
to
their
make somebody
forehead.
stop screaming,
Okay.
make the pistol talk instead.
Well,
Yeah.
don't forget this guy's still got armor on. So he's got a helmet on. You didn't take his hat off. You didn't say I take his
True.
helmet off.
True.
So he only gets 1 damage.
The horrors persist for him. The horrors
The
persist.
horrors persist. I love it.
He's also getting shot at the same time as the horrors persisted now. He's now also getting
yeah,
bullets. Oh,
He's
no.
just in a screaming fit.
Kill me, please!
Uh,
Hurry up! Stop winging me and fucking hit me in an organ. I want to die.
0, you're up.
Alright. Gonna move on up and
Fucking Negan him.
take a swing. No, I don't need a cash app. No, don't need.
Is he reducing the DR to 6 as well, Dave? For this.
Say again.
Is he reducing his DR to 6 as well?
Yeah, he's on the floor. It's a free hit.
Okay, so am I just
Yeah,
changing
take
the
the hat
target
off.
number
Just
to
take the hat
D6?
off.
Just change that to 6. Yeah, so from 12, just change that to 6.
Zax is going to
Okay.
tell you to take the hat off because the armor's too good.
Take the hat off. I'm going to say that's an action.
Ah, just fucking smash him in the head. That'll do it.
There you go.
All right.
So
3 damage.
yeah, inflict 3 damage. So yeah, you. Oh. Yeah, you describe what you do to him. He did.
I just walk over and start just swinging at his take the helmet off. I'm just gonna keep swinging at his head until the helmet comes off. Just bam, bam, bam.
Remember Glenn in The Walking Dead, everybody. Remember Glenn.
I meant unstrap it.
Sorry, English second language.
That's fine.
All right.
I take it off. I take it off with butt.
Helmet is gone.
Right, so now I'm going to do the first of all the initiative, which means our 2 SecOp guys go first. Both are going to make a morale check.
Wait, isn't there only one alive left?
No, they're both still alive. Both got one. Well, I shouldn't tell you how many hit points they've got. They're still alive, but they're spitting blood and they're like,
I thought he was dead. I thought when I shot him he was dead.
I thought this guy was dead.
I would have just pumped my second shot into him then if I thought he was dead. Oh well.
Right, so this guy down here, he's had enough. He's like, just go, man, just go. He's just spitting blood up and all that. This guy, so he's out of the say silenced, but he starts screaming, no, we can't give up, and he turns to Hero, and Hero make a defense roll. Defend roll.
Ooh. Let's see how the armor holds up.
So yeah, you
again.
nice. This
I just shake my
waste
head
of time
at
on you guys. Yeah. So yeah, the things.
I almost feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Well,
I do feel a bit sorry for him.
So he's out. He's gone. So Nicky Fix, your turn.
Okay, I'm just going to stand here and get a nice clear shot at him. And give him the old... You said that guy's... He's surrendered, right? So I'm going to give him the brap.
He's not active in the fight now.
Okay.
He's literally like... he poses no threat. He can still talk. Pose a threat.
I'll do it. Takes 6 damage.
Yeah. Describe what you do and what happens.
Well, I would say that it's an automatic weapon, so it's like a big diagonal line of pulse bursts go across his chest like a seatbelt, burning holes in him.
So he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, so I will then turn and target this one.
He's out of the picture, man.
I don't care.
Yeah,
he's still in the fucking room. Do I look like a kid? I'm a fucking junkie, mate. I don't give a fuck.
You might warn somebody.
Exactly.
I do, yeah.
Breathe free again. Buy Hex Corp's canned air. We produce some of the best canned O2 your creds can buy. Now available in 20% recycled packaging.
Oh.
That was going to miss him.
Brap, he's a bit too far away for you from over there with your mind, and you sort of got the jitters and all that sort of stuff.
That's my turn then. I will take another microdose. Right in the eyeball this time.
Hero.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so I am going to...
In the middle of combat, just like that.
Mm-hmm. But I stick a tab or something under my eyelids.
I'm actually going to run over to this guy and grab him and be like, give me your ID card.
Yes.
So you grab him and he's just absolutely covered in blood and he's spitting it up, and he just sort of like points to his jacket's got his arm has got like a pocket on it, like a Velcro pocket, and he's just points to it.
So I take that and then I say, The back door's open. Get out. Get yourself looked after.
It's like, and go buy new Coke.
I mean, he's not going to move. He'll get to about there, and then he passes out. He's
He'll heal up a little bit. Give him some time.
He's for all intents and purposes, he's pretty much a dead body.
I'm going to get him on the way out.
He's
don't
passed
worry.
out.
We'll get him on the way out. It's fine.
He's bleeding out. He's passed out. But yeah, we're out of combat now. Over in the corner, you've got. Let me get rid of this guy as well. You've got this guy who's cowering. Please, guys, I didn't see anything. You don't have to hurt me. I'll just go. I'll go. And you'll never see me. I won't tell anyone that you're here. I won't tell anyone what happened. He's just shitting himself. Don't want any trouble at all.
Get that poor asshole out of here with you.
All right, and Zax is gonna pretend like, hey, turn off your ad blocker. We know you haven't been living up to the subscription guidelines.
I am linked. I am. You can't desync. If you desync, they'll find you, and you're not allowed to desync. I am hooked up. I am.
And I just give him the two fingers.
He sprints for the door, and he just runs past that guy. He's not fucking helping him.
Of course he isn't.
He's for the hills.
Right, let's get in there and fucking shut down the fucking servers. Get that information. Get out of here.
The muffled noises, are they still coming from like this area?
They've quietened off a little bit, but you can hear there's a bit of activity. Press your head up against the door.
I don't even want to know.
There's something going on in there.
We can check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. I think door locked.
You try the door. The door is locked, but it's locked with a conventional, with an electronic lock.
Oh, I could do something about that.
Yeah.
It would either be a Nicky Fix mechanical, or it would be a strength test. To just like boot the
to the
thing
door, just kick it open.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
it,
man?
Use the power of Mother Russia.
Because it's an old lock, it's only going to be a DR 10 for you to dismantle it.
So, what am I rolling on? Agility?
Oh,
Knowledge?
I said knowledge last time, yeah. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't take you long. It takes you about 5 seconds.
Just dismantle the lock.
And
pop, pop,
the
pop,
door
click,
unlocks.
click, click, pop.
Yeah. Yeah, the door's open. Is everyone going in, or just Zero and Nicky Fix, or?
What are you seeing there, Zero?
I'm going in.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in there.
I'm not going in. I'm shouting in. What's in there then? What you got in there?
What the fuck is that?
As you enter the
You had to
locker
fucking
and the
go in
shower
there, didn't
stalls, you see at the back of the room an old man who is bloodied, he's missing teeth. He looks beaten half to death.
Probably.
And as you enter, you see her turn around. Cybernetic eyes that glow red stare back. And she looks you up and down. Ah, more toys to play with. Yeah. So she turns around and gives you that more toys to play with, and she puts her arm up, and as you can see the picture, or you could see the picture, a cybernetic wrist blade pops out. And you're going to go into combat, boys and girls. I'm so sorry to say.
It's been
You guys
Hopefully
have
one
just,
of them is going to call for help.
you guys have just met Fatana.
I knew we should never went in there.
I mean,
As
I
she
feel like we just
recognises
met
you,
our next
Zax.
target.
Yeah.
She looks at you. Ah, the dancer. We're going to roll initiative.
Yes. It's a 6, isn't it?
And
Come
you
on.
guys are going to go first. So, Hero, you're up.
Do either of them call for help?
Yeah.
Well, you
Okay.
can see in there that something's looking very wrong, so I have put combat track.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna move in, and she's probably dangerous. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and as I'm moving, I'm gonna drop the mono sword and reach back to my big rig and pull up the heavy laser cannon,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a shot at her. For the next 68 syncs only, sync up, not to be targeted for random civilian removal. Oh, that's good. I might sign up for that.
Offer you can't refuse that one.
Do you want to tell me what her armor is, or do you want to just roll it?
Her armor
Because
is
I can delete it.
a D4.
Okay.
She has actual skin plating.
Is the target a vehicle?
Don't
Because
think
that would
she's a
change
vehicle.
how much damage I do. I would actually do more.
She's a tank.
Well,
I know she's not a vehicle.
It is built for that kind of thing. It's pretty much a vehicle assault weapon. You carry it on your back because you're an
Yeah.
absolute machine.
Nice.
That's a 20.
It is a 20.
Oh.
Fuck it.
11 damage. Ooh. Babalam.
Oh, you know what you should
Describe.
have us do real quick before we continue?
Go on.
Anybody who used a weapon that has ammunition in the last combat, because technically this is the next combat, you need to count bullets for your weapon, making sure to click if you used auto fire.
And it's worth me pointing out, reminding you, Brian, that you can spend the
still going.
glitch to do max damage.
Yeah, I know.
So I need to do that with my weapon, right? Hang on.
Equipment.
You used auto fire, so make sure you select that.
Right, so I'll go to the combat and I press the count bullets button and I used auto
bullets.
fire, yeah. Got it. Mag's still going. Oh no, that was
Oh, no.
that's not me.
Nikki's
Mag's
mag
empty,
needs to be
needs
replaced.
replacement. Okay, so I just go into my inventory
Just drop one of your extra
and
mags.
just reduce the number
Yeah.
by 1, yeah.
Okay, so how do we do? Did she take that damage? Did she eat it?
You did eat the damage. It hurts. But she's fucking. This is no ordinary person.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gone fun. Zach's your next.
I just realized too, this heavy laser cannon, it
Mhm.
doesn't count bullets.
Yeah.
It's a laser. It just recharges over time. I can fire it as much as I want.
Unless you
Okay.
fumble.
Unless I fumble, then it could blow
So-
up, right?
Then you're gonna feel some pain.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and spend a glitch to reduce my target number and load up. I'm going to load up the chalk and I'm going to shoot her. So 12, right?
That's the
That's the
default.
base.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't know if I need to do armor because this is really just a pacifier. So what she does, D4 armor?
Well, you're still attacking with your weapon, so your weapon will
Yeah.
still do damage. It just has an additional effect. So her
Alright.
armor still will kick in against weapon damage.
Okay.
And if your weapon damage is reduced to 0 and you're trying to trank, I think it just doesn't penetrate, and so the trank doesn't work.
Okay, that does 8 damage.
There's no damage.
So
There's no damage.
it's 0 damage.
It does 0 damage. Okay.
Um,
But
I don't
let's-
think it says, because you used a
Yeah.
tag injector. Is that right?
Yeah, I use Sunset Chalk.
No damage, but plants either a tracker or a dose of any drug or poison. So I mean, technically he did hit. It doesn't say anything about armor reducing that. So I think the Sunset Chalk is going to take effect.
Yeah, and I'm
Um,
gonna tell everybody, be like, step off my lady. She's good to go.
She gets a toughness DR 14 test.
Is this the hypnotizer? Is this you just hit her
This
with
is like
a charm
Sunset
person
Chalk,
and a drug?
or be unable to use violence.
She might be super tough. She might be able to resist this very
Oh,
easily.
so
It
it's a
just depends on if she
pacifier. It
has
literally
bonuses.
pacifies people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they can
But-
use violence in self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come.
So don't attack her.
So
that's
if we
why it's
keep
telling you
attacking her,
Oh, that's a good
She
roll. Who's
passed,
rolling
though.
that? That's
she
her,
is
yeah,
not
shit.
affected.
Nah.
that. I
This
got her
is- this
too
is
hot and heavy to
Montana.
give up on
Oh,
this.
say the ghouls line. Say the ghouls line.
The what line?
Now that is one small drop in one big bucket of drugs.
What's that off?
Fallout.
I've never
Fallout?
heard that. Ah, no. I'm not a I'm not a nerd like you lot.
From the TV show from season 2.
Yeah.
I've still not watched it.
No, that's
I've
season
still not
1.
watched it.
Was it? What are you doing with your life, Dave?
Mhm.
Fucking watch it. Stop running games
still
for
not
fucking
watched
me
it.
and us until you've watched
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Yeah, playing these games. I enjoy this too much. Zero, you're up.
All right. So,
I'm gonna try a room armor piercing in a minute. Like,
Alright, so the target armor is D4, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Come
no.
on.
My attack reduced it by 1 level.
Did it?
It should have.
I missed anyway.
I had a crit.
Uh,
Target armor reduced 1 tier.
So she's got D2 armor.
she's not gonna do much with a 3 anyway. Unlucky man.
It's gonna reduce it down by 1 point, which is something, because like
I'll say it's a D3 then, but it doesn't say about her skin plating in the armor section, so it's a special.
Oh, she has
Boss.
cyber?
yeah,
Like
She's got
skin
special
plating?
armor. Yeah.
I don't think that drops then.
yeah,
I'll
we
double
are
check, though, while people
we are
doing
pretty
stuff.
screwed. Yeah.
Nikki Fix, you're up,
But
and
it's
you're not in the room.
Do it,
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
But I see them all shooting
got
at
it.
somebody, so obviously I know that what's going on. I'm gonna step
got
in
it.
just through the door. I'm gonna target the bitch. Oh, wrong one. And I'm going to. So how do I load up the armor piercing number? How do I load it up?
It's just you just do it as a part of your attack, right?
Right. Okay.
So you're just gonna have to add on to it. I don't think it's
it
worth
ignores
into the
ignores
table.
D6 of armor. Okay. So I just make an attack as normal.
But you'd reduce that once you've used it. You reduce the quantity of
Yep.
armor piercing.
What is the target's armor?
D4.
4.
So it's 0 in this case. Oh no, I have to hit her to reduce her armor.
Correct. And
No,
it's only for
no,
this attack.
no. I ignore armor, so her
It
armor
ignores
is
the armor, so,
so her,
it'll
so her
still pierce
armor
the
is
armor.
0.
You still have to make a roll to see how much armor your weapon pierces. So I mean, you could do that
Yeah,
before or after the attack.
Yeah,
it's
but-
a D6 roll.
But I'm reducing her armor by.
You make a
Six.
D6 roll to see how much you pierce.
Oh, it's a D6.
For example,
isn't
if,
it?
if you roll a 2, then you pierce 2 of her armor, but you're not actually reducing.
So what is her armor currently? 1d2 or 1d4?
4.
Okay.
D4.
So I'm still going with the auto fire, but it's just armor piercing on the first shot, yeah?
No, actually, if you do auto fire with special ammo, it counts for each shot.
Sick. So hang on, because I'm going to ignore this much armor.
Well, no, you roll a d6.
Yep.
There you go.
One, I
So
ignore one
one.
armor.
So you do 1 point of damage. No, you still do 0 damage because you did 1 point and she had 2 armor save.
She'd still
So
have
it's
yeah.
0. It's still
But
0.
I hit with the auto fire, so I
But
get
you
to
did
attack
hit,
again.
so you can shoot again.
The pop-ups are great. My attack DR should not be 8, should it?
No,
my
it
attack
should
DR?
be-
12.
It should be 12, which you did hit on the last attack, even though it was saying DR8. So
Yep.
that's still a hit. But yeah, it should be 12.
Yeah, because you got 13, so yeah.
Well, he rolled a 12. He's at -1. That -1 agility can hurt.
I might
10.
We're up,
that's
we're up.
nice.
I might use my last glitch to make that. Doesn't make it
Still
up.
got other stuff to do, man. I don't know
Yeah.
if you want to spend it all.
Nah, I'm not. You're right, Brian. You're right. I am going to save my last glitch, and I'm going to.
What's your max damage on your weapon?
I don't
With the
remember.
pulse rifle is 10.
D10.
So wouldn't it be more sense to spin that glitch to do max damage?
Turn the 1 into a 10.
Okay.
Nah, because I only rolled 1 on the ignoring the armor. It'd be. I'm not going to do. But I can split my movement, Dave. I can take a step back after doing that attack, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Was that all of us?
Stop.
Did 0 went,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's her.
Yeah, it's her.
Guess I should target her too.
She's gonna just go for the nearest. Well, actually, no, she's because he's the one that gave her the eyes. So you're gonna roll a defense roll. So she attacks with a wrist blade,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a DR14
Ooh.
because the wrist blade is laced with pink ooze.
Uh-oh.
That sounds like it's not a good pink.
Make a defense roll.
Hey, it's a drug.
DR14.
I forget what it does.
I jump in front of it.
18.
Yes, Dustin.
I do my pop and lock routine, and then I look at her and I'm like, I knew you were into me.
You're just pushing the buttons, man.
What can I say? I have that effect on women.
Roll again.
That's first this time, boys.
That's you lot first. Go for it. Brian.
Yeah, I'll shoot her.
Go on then.
With the big laser.
The big iron.
Iron is laser.
Oh,
Yes!
he gets it.
Came off the 1.
Yeah, I want to end this. I'll spend my glitch and do maximum damage.
Turn that 2 into a 12.
So she takes 10 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah. You
Or
spend your
no,
last
her armor
glitch.
rolled 1. She takes 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
And she's dead. Tell us what that means. What happens?
So the
Double
first shot hit her armor plates and sparked, so I knew what I was dealing with. So I aimed the second shot kind of right in the part, like the, what's it called? The part of where your rib cage hits your neck, because that needs to be a lot more flexible. So I knew the
Collarbones.
armor plating would be a little, yeah, just above that. So it'd be a little bit lighter there. So again, you know, a laser weapon, there's no impact. It's just a laser, right? So this massive laser just bored a hole through her neck and her spine and, you know, out the back. So she's just got a big smoking hole. Actually, I mean, this is a heavy laser. So her head might be partially kind of off,
Yeah, it's a bit
Like,
of
there
hole in her
might-
like that.
Yeah, there might be some leftover ligament and skin, but for the most part,
It's nasty.
she is decapitated.
That's nasty. I love it.
A blam. There you go.
Well done, right.
Zax is like, no, why?
So I'm gonna rush over to this person, who I assume is Batu.
Yeah.
Are you Batu?
You guys,
I'm actually
you
gonna
speak
ask.
to him. I threw, just end the combat there, and through the bodied, battered face. I am Batu. I am Batu. Is she dead? Did you kill that bitch?
I did.
He's going to like check her pulse, and then he's gonna go through her pockets and look for whatever. And it's like, oh, she's dead. Not just
I'm
dead,
gonna hit.
just dead.
I'm gonna offer Batu an adrenochrome HST
Okay.
to heal him up a bit, if he wants it.
I'm sure he'd take it. What does that do for him? Just remind me.
D6 heals D6 HP +1 on all abilities for D6 rounds, then -1 until rest. So he's gonna have a bit of a come down, but he's gonna be somewhat healed.
Yeah, he's not got loads of HP anyway, so I'll roll the D6, but it'll probably max him out.
Well, maybe not.
It does.
How about,
No, it does.
since I give it to him, how about you let me? Oh, that
so-
heals him up.
That's
He's got two.
his max.
So he's at max. Ugh,
That's his max.
so sad to be an NPC.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Dusty, did you say you were searching Watana's leftover body?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Sure
anything
did.
I can take. I might
The old-
be. Yeah.
Go on. Yeah, the only thing you find on the body, you find obviously you see that she's been cybernetically enhanced. Like pretty much, there's only like 40% of her natural body remaining. But in the jacket that she's got on, you find access cards, an access card, which says access all areas.
There
There's
we
also
go.
a set of keys in her pocket as well, like old-fashioned proper keys. But that's all she's got.
Okay, no guns? I mean, she doesn't really need them, I guess.
She doesn't have any
So
guns.
if we had
not
more
on her.
time, I would say we
Well, that's
should
what-
take the time to strip her of her cyber as well, because that can be resold on the market. Use cyber as
You could.
valuable.
You could.
Or we could
obviously,
implant
yeah,
it.
that'll
But
take
that'll
time.
take time.
But I think that we don't have that kind
Yeah,
of
let's
time.
get this job done.
Probably
Get out of
not.
here. Get
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, Batu is talking to you, Hero, and he sort of gets off his feet and he walks over to Watana and spits on her body because she's been just torturing this
Torturing,
guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, thank you for me. He says, I can't offer any payments, but I did hear the SecOp guys, they kept talking about a bio database upstairs. That's all the info I can give you.
Don't worry about payment. That's covered by your friend Sand.
Oh, Charlie, I knew he wouldn't forget.
What you can tell me is if there's a decent way to shut this whole operation down. You were sent in to try to figure things out. Yeah, I mean, we're going for the
it's
bio data, but
It's the power core. The power core is in the basement. It's across a walkway. You have to go through the maintenance area.
do we have to blow it, or should we just shut it down? Render it inoperable.
I mean, you could probably blow it. I never got that far. You could probably blow it. You could shut it down.
I can probably make it not work ever again without having to blow it up
That's
and
what
cause
we
an
need
explosion.
to do, right?
I want to shut
don't
it
wanna-
down
I don't wanna kill a
mechanically.
whole bunch of people,
So I'm
but
gonna
shut it down, yeah.
I'm gonna get in it, and like I did with that mechanical lock, I know the sweet spot, I know what to look for, I know the certain rod or the certain gear to pull out that they can't replace and it'll never work again.
Well, we'll take a
So-
look at it when we get there.
We have the
Can-
keys and the access cards.
We have access. So we've got two goals. We got to hit the power core. We got to go get this bio data. and also any credits we can along the way. So I say we take that elevator up to the first floor, I think you all would call it. I would call it the second floor. And I think that's our next move, right?
Do you guys want to finish this tonight? I'm happy to go on. I'm just considering time for everyone
So
else.
here's
It's
my deal.
midnight
I'm
over here.
traveling tomorrow.
Of
so
course.
And
I
it
don't
is
know
getting
that I
quite
can-
late. I think we
It is
might have to
getting late,
two-part
yeah.
it, Dave.
Yeah.
Two-part. I mean, we could put it on the back burner. We don't have to do it like next week. Not something that we have to jump straight back into. Just it's always
Well,
there. If
I will tell you, I
fine.
wouldn't be able to do it next Thursday anyway, because I will be out
of
of
course,
town.
because you're away.
Yeah,
What about next Thursday?
the Thursday after next, I'd be able to do it.
We can work
Because
this out in Discord.
We'll talk
We can
about
have a
this
chat and-
after, yeah. But let's
Yeah, we can talk
two
about
part
it
it.
later.
I don't want to
But
set up
now,
for another.
I think, yeah,
I don't want to set up for
But you've
another
got your
hour or
left.
more now. Like
yeah.
You've got your
So let's
access
two-part it.
keys. You've got to the lift, and you've killed.
the boss.
Pretty much considered the boss of the scenario. Maybe. I might throw something else at you because he's got that laser cannon that just fucking obliterates them.
Yeah, but I'm also out of glitches.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've,
And I've got one
I haven't
left.
rolled any random events yet, so they might come in.
Yeah,
Let's two-part
No,
it then.
No, I think you
let's
you
do
did
a
brilliantly
two-parter.
on that one.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we'll do a two-parter then. So
Should we say
if
goodnight?
everyone can see us still on Twitch, I don't know if you can or not because my Twitch is still not working.
Twitch has been doing a weird one all night. Let me say goodnight to the
Yeah.
folks on YouTube, and then you can read anyway. You might as well try a raider. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This will be part 1 of 2. This is Lucky Flight Takedown. I am RxOliver. He's Dave. He's Brian. He's Adrian, and he's Dustin. Good night.
Hey.